Oh, sucky.
Hello.
Every time.
Yeah. Hello, my lovely dears, and welcome to another fun sighting session of Books in the North. Although maybe fun sighting will be a little bit by the wayside, as you guys just pretty sure are mired in faff work to do after resolving a 3-session long dungeon and killing a boss by not blowing it up in one hit, but still killing it in less than 3 rounds.
Owned.
Look,
Yep.
we're sorry we're too strong.
Are we
No,
too
you're not.
strong? We're not
Yes.
too
And
strong.
you
No,
are
yes,
too
we
strong.
are.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
yes,
maybe a
you
little
are.
bit.
We're not too strong. It's the fact that the DM was rolling like hot fucking garbage.
It's true. The best rolls I rolled that entire session were against myself.
It's true.
Yeah, Athia
Yeah.
was an MVP in that.
Oh,
She
yeah,
dealt so much
seriously.
damage and rolled so many top end 6s. And then my next roll to heal was 4 ones in a row. So, yeah. Yeah. A
Owned.
little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Apparently 200 hit points and the ability to heal potentially 40 per legendary action isn't enough.
No, I could told you that.
Yeah.
Need at least like 350.
AC
I
was-
feel,
No.
I feel
And some-
kind of sad that
A little bit of passive regeneration is what.
It wasn't just a little bit of passive regeneration, it had 3 legendary actions, and if it really wanted to, it could use literally all 3 to heal.
Hmm.
And it healed for 4d6 plus 5.
I feel kind
It's
of
not a
bad.
small amount.
I feel kind of bad that Athia was the MVP possibly. That feels bad, man.
Yeah, no, you dealt me a lot of damage.
Yeah.
A
When
lot
you
of
look at
damage.
the
Stole
healing
like
rolls
my
that-
6s.
Yeah. Especially when the healing rolls for like the highest you rolled was like 13.
It was so sad. Yeah, oh well.
Yeah.
But that's the way it goes. You guys came out of that with a ridiculous quantity of great beastie parts. The main problem is going to be someone who will fucking buy this much bullshit off of you.
Yeah, let's crash the economy, guys.
What do you... Yeah, no, they'll just stop buying things.
What?
Like,
No, that's not how D&D works. Wait a minute.
yeah, no, they will literally go like, oh, we can't actually afford to pay you everything this is worth, so we won't buy it. Peace.
Free.
We just gotta
Well,
spread it around slowly.
Well, guys, there's a certain thing down here called the Causeway, down to like a central jungle that I'm pretty sure has a lot of untapped market.
What do you mean? They have the whole slough of just their own fucking... Like, they have dinosaurs to carve up instead of some spider asshole.
Well, they don't have like a Titanic giant spider, do they?
They don't have a giant spider dick to sell, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
We
they're
have
better off
two.
with dinosaur parts, not gonna lie.
We got 2 giant spider dicks.
Oh,
You
good.
did.
Spider had 2.
Yeah.
Wait, why giant
No,
spider?
no. You just have two great spider dicks. Not
Okay, it's
the
not the
giant
giant-
one didn't drop any penises.
All right, I was gonna say like, why does it have 2? Wait a minute, but it's a great Oh.
Yeah, no. The great mother, quote unquote, did not have multi-giganto dicks.
Oh, but speaking of it, we can't really sell the pouch off anyway because they're not priced.
I'm putting the prices in right now, actually, while we were faffing about that.
Oh, okay.
Man,
I
we're fucking
have-
with
Yeah.
it.
So what are we doing now?
We're going to where that
Well-
bard was buried, and we're gonna go talk to her again.
Where was
Sure.
that again?
In order
Where
to
was that?
locate
Was
that
that over
place,
here?
No, that was where you got Ashlander.
No,
Tim got
over
Ashlander.
Yonder
Is it over
somewhere.
Here?
you
No,
need to go
it's
into Old.
where
you
we
need to
got
go to, Old Grove is where where you met a guide who
Oh.
took you in deeper and got you to that dungeon. That
So it's
guide
in-
also being the one that sold you guys shitloads of drugs.
Okay.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Gandalf!
Hands off!
Oh boy,
No,
it's
is
time
it-
to have
Gandalf.
carry
No,
to drugs. Woohoo.
It was Ganzel.
No, I am not letting Carrie do drugs. You don't have any idea what Theory would do to us.
Oh,
She would
wait,
emulate,
no.
You
emulate
can't
us.
stop me.
Carrie already does drugs.
Oh, can't I, Savin?
Dang, probably not.
Why, by the way, Savin, you really shouldn't do drugs.
Hold on. Just, what's that, a wisdom save?
I'm not actually doing it. I'm just saying that I could
Oh,
try
okay.
and do it.
Well, I mean, in that one
Are you
particular
sure?
circumstance, perhaps I will not do drugs.
Holy shit! You have grass. You plus
No
11
care,
saves.
no
Oh,
care doing be gay, do drug.
Oh, you have not yet begun to see saving throws. I'm glad I'm getting these out of the way when they don't matter.
Holy.
What is wrong with you?
There you go, Savin. You're
Yeah. I guess it just turns out that Ceridwen never really liked drugs.
No,
How are you?
no interest in drugs.
It's
Alright, carry on then.
14.
Paladin with a +5 with a +5 charisma.
Holy
He's
shit!
got,
Yeah,
he's got
see,
+5 to all of his saves.
I'm proficient in the save. I have a +2 modifier base, and then also I add my charisma modifier, which is +5 to everything.
Oh fuck me! Those are
So gross.
It is really gross.
that's
Those are some.
disgusting.
Those are some Pathfinder saves.
Like
Yeah.
my highest save is like
Especially that charisma.
my highest save is like a +8, and that's it.
Well, actually, it's a +8, +5 if you're within 10 feet of me, so...
You have the opposite of my dice outside of things that don't matter. I usually get natural 20s when it never matters, and just nat 1s rake 'em. I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
I hate.
I mean, that's how Madilyn worked all the time. Well, not all the time. I'm not Madilyn. That's how Anna worked a lot of the
Anna.
Yeah, she just rolled crits all day on shit that did not matter at all.
Yeah, no, she's the best crafter.
I stopped
in the whole
asking you to
entire
roll on like just dumb shit because you would ace it anyway. I'd be like, all right, so what savant tier thing did you make in the end?
My best save is only a +7, and that's my wisdom.
Only a plus. All right, there are now actually prices on all the greatest parts. That's how much
Yay.
money it will grab.
Christ.
Oh
Let's
my
see.
fucking god.
Oh boy.
That's a lot.
Yeah. What's the word?
The
You're fucking
the 4
welcome.
brains are worth $2,000 a pop.
No, total. Those are totals.
Oh,
You have 2,000
Oh, yeah.
pound, 2,000 gold's worth of
So-
brain.
They're 500 a pop, and that's still a lot.
That's still
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. As I
I
said,
feel
the
like
main
I
issue
need
is
those.
going to be someone who will buy this shit off you.
Theory.
Well, I could.
Astrid.
Brains.
What?
Maybe intelligent
I-
items.
Yes.
That is why their
Or-
price is so high.
I think to use them for the most automatons.
It's true, you could
yeah.
actually make golem servants that will retain basic commands with the use of magical brains, and it won't take you, like, a year's worth of programming them instead.
Yeah,
Well, anyway.
that's the thing. It's just
Especially
the
good for
most
spiders.
automatons for.
Alright,
Really
so
useful.
in gold total, not counting any of the blood, you guys have 7,595 gold's worth of Great Beast parts.
Oh boy.
That's a lot.
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
Honestly, less than I thought it would be.
I mean, if you throw on all the blood, it goes up to...
Too much?
12,695 gold.
There we go. That's what I was expecting. Alright.
Yeah. No, that's a whole lot of gold.
That's a lot.
Alright, well, that was a nice campaign, guys, but I'm just gonna go retire to Hornwatch and fuck my wives forever. See you later.
All right. You do that. I'm gonna get Thane or wherever of Winelk and make it into an actual town and all that.
Yeah, alright.
yeah.
See you later, guys.
Alright,
I'm
so
gonna-
for
I
Chivalrix, what do you
I
guys...
got stuff to do.
I still like to do this game still.
I'm
Yeah, I
amazed
like
that you
this
all
game.
do. You literally... I can't understand how you have aspirations left after this.
I don't, but I like playing D&D. So.
I mean, you've heard my aspirations. Like I still have to do them all.
This is true. Alright. So yeah. After that... all of that... just throw my hands up in the air. After all of that... yeah. Your destination, you say, is the Old Grove, where you need a guide down into the dungeons beneath.
Weren't we led there last time by?
Oh yeah, no, sorry. Yes, you were led to the Old Grove, and then you
by
were introduced
right
to
or
go.
something.
Yeah, she was cool. Let's see.
I
if
don't think she was a sprite. She was more like a dryad that could move really far. I forget.
No, she was a pig.
No, she was a fairy. She was a fairy. Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was one of one of
It was a
Mahara's old
recurring
tokens.
character from first.
It was one of Mahara's old characters. Character arts.
That sounds pretty much correct, sure. Let's see here. Restore Dryad Grove. Let's look at that archive page. If it even fucking loads. It doesn't want to. Did my internet die?
No, we can hear you.
No, we can still hear you.
Okay.
It
Fucking...
didn't die for Discord.
Yeah. That's weird. It is giving me blank failures when I try and load these. My connection to the Roll20 server has been interrupted.
That would explain it.
Alright, refresh. It was like I opened up one map and I'm like, I'm sure I filled this with details. Roll20 doesn't want to load up again. Roll20 is status. The site cannot be reached. Roll20's DNS address.
That's really weird.
And also, apparently, Google doesn't want to. Oh, my browser did that fucking browser thing that Savin did.
I just had to
Okay.
reset my internet connection and it was fine.
Yeah, give it a few minutes then.
Or just opened. I've got a secondary browser, so I just use that. Instead, I have Chrome and then also Chrome Beta. Come on, load up. Open the planar transport. Critically hitting. Hey, we're loading in. I can fucking see shit again. Let's see. Oh, that's right. It was Sprout.
Oh yeah, Sprout.
Everyone loves Sprout. It named Sprout.
I have a feeling Theory's not even
Oh,
on this. Or,
That's right, there's a
Carrie's not even
dryad
on
in
this
this town too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's Bastion and his waifu.
Good old
Just delete character, done.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while since this map had been used.
Viv and Sunset. Are Viv and Sunset here right now?
Yeah, they live here.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she goes out traveling.
That's true. It's autumn. She'll probably be back.
What's the word again? It's been so long since we won here. Like the last time we were here, Ceridwen was still a virgin.
All right, let's grab them other tokens. Just gonna like grab not quite the full menagerie here.
Oh, should we be back up to full HP?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's been 2 days.
Do you ever rest at any point while you were traveling?
Or in the 2 days while Maddie's carving up the fucking Great Beast.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't here,
Yeah.
so I was asking if we did.
No,
Ah.
usually the entire time solely by
Yeah.
monster energy.
Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where am I?
We're on the
You're
top.
up at the
Up
top.
here.
Top.
Okay.
Oh, if you're going to, yeah, I want to visit the blacksmith that had a plutonium.
Oh yeah, sure.
Mm,
Let me also grab them elves, them rescued elves,
Oh yeah.
because they're all here as well.
Oh yes, I should check up on them.
Yeah,
and see how they're
Kaida was
doing.
very intimate with that.
You were here for the
Okay.
elves, right, Amxal?
With two of them,
I
yeah.
heard about him, yeah.
Let's see here.
While you check up on the elves there, I have a little bit of other business to go tend to.
So where does
Same.
Kaide naturally gravitate off to here? Who are her
Hmm,
hookups?
Probably these two.
Hot.
Elf gangbang.
It turns out that one of them is a guy, and you won't know which.
And nobody cared.
Yep.
You,
The-
you can
the
only
black
Also,
side
tell-
is
yeah.
the-
Also, the difference doesn't matter.
You could only tell because his dick was smaller.
Yeah. No. Kaede is gonna go and see them again, and that was fun.
Excellent.
They were oh so thankful.
I'm
I
sure
forget
they
the
were.
did the plant shop here have like an actual list of what they sell, or
The plants and stuff.
yeah.
No, you just ask for stuff. They'll refill herbalism kits. I do have, pretty sure at least a selection of alchemical goods, and the plant-based ones are available here. All manner of rare plants are. So if you're looking for the ingredients to make something cool, then check. And they either have it or they're capable of growing it in limited amounts.
Okay.
You will, of course, not be able to find corpse ivy werewolf poison, though. They do not sell that.
Yeah, I imagine they would not sell that. That's kind of bad. It's kind of no bueno.
What about the were poison then?
I just said no.
Ah,
No.
you said corpse ivy.
Corpse ivy were poison.
Oh,
That's
my bad.
yeah. A corpse ivy can be acquired here, but
Which
it's not very fun.
Yeah. I need something a little more fast acting from my short sword here.
Ooh,
You're
how much
better
is,
off going to the alchemist and archonists, which are off to the top and left.
how much is a dragon's breath potion?
Let's see. Yeah. How much does a level 3 spell scroll cost?
No, that's expensive.
And I don't know, it's your game.
Just use all the numbers though. No. It's probably not level 3. Let's have a peep. It's probably about 200 gold a pop.
Ooh, holy shit. That's expensive.
Yeah. It gives you a fucking bonus action to breathe fire on people.
Boner action. I
For
could
those people
use-
who don't usually have lots of bonus actions to use, then that's incredible for giving you a whole fresh action economy and what
Yeah,
could
I know.
otherwise be a dangerous fight.
Why I want it.
I could use some of that excess great beast parts to trade my mom for enchanting my sword.
Yeah, you could do that during your winter downtime.
Get
Take
it.
a surplus for cash and she'll do enchantments for you.
Ah, fuck, I'm going to Hornwatch. I forgot about that.
You could do it by post.
I need a container from the Arcanists. I need something. I need a. Essentially, I need like a container that can hold like some kind of like a potent liquid, like something magically powerful.
Oh, sure. You'd probably be able to get some from the blacksmith as opposed to us. We have some, but they're not very large containers.
I wouldn't
And she'll
require
indicate
something.
a table of alchemy supplies and stuff, and you can see at best they've got like a liter jug that looks like it's been treated. But,
Oh,
the
I
smith
do
has
need
stuff
about-
like that. They use it for quenching.
I need about a liter and a half.
Let's see here. Probably be about 10 gold for that kind of treated glass that can, hold potent magical stuff without breaking.
That's good. Now I need something to hold it, not just like something that will hold it, but not shield it. Will this?
You mean like just one of those, and she'll indicate just the stands and grips that hold up the smaller alchemical bottles.
Sure. I'm doing some work on my own, and I need something to hold some potent blood.
Do you need it to be elevated? Or simply resting?
No.
Oh,
Simply
then-
resting should be good.
Oh, then sure, no problem. She'll just like charge you a silver for what is effectively a beaker stand.
Cool.
Yeah, that'll hold it just fine.
Okay. How are these elves doing? Are they acclimating well? I'm doing my doctorly duty and checking up on them to see how they're.
Yeah, they are still working their way up to eating properly after, long periods of really not eating very well and
Right.
not resting or any of that stuff. So they're all very much groggy. They quote unquote have ability score damage still, but they're healing each long rest.
Well, that's good.
The answer is good berries.
Do they heal ability score damage?
Nobody keeps you completely fed. But they,
Oh. Yeah, true, and that is presumably kind of what they're getting from the dryads and stuff, but they do also just need rest until the ability score damage is gone. Let's see. Yeah, otherwise they're cool.
That's good. I'll make sure to go to each of them in the town and see to their various.
Yeah, sure. One of them's already, re-gearing himself to go back out hunting again. The others will probably resting
Doesn't
back
it-
again.
It's Viv's hometown. Why would it not have a glory hole?
I mean, that'd just be Viv's house, and I don't feel
Exactly.
I don't feel like being smoked by Madilyn.
So Viv
Oh,
just
no,
instead of like
I'm
a
well
mail
aware
hole
of what-
in her house, she
Of what
has
my
a,
mother gets up.
I'm not going to fuck your mother, despite how
You
delightful
don't want to be a motherfucker?
that would be. No, because despite her
Hmm.
relationship with Carrie One, Elloe finds it really weird to sleep with someone her mom did.
Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Very fair. Okay.
So, roll for how many lovers.
Look, there's a
Viv
reason that Viv
currently
and
has.
Madeline and Anna are not together anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
Could
Obviously-
not keep up with that slurry.
no. But also, like, really, she need to get with Rhea, considering, like, their childhood friends and everything.
Yeah, so Amxal rolled 2d4 to see how many lovers Viv is entertaining.
Oh, I really don't want to.
I'll tell you what, roll 1d6 minus 3. If it's a 0 or a negative number, she is currently home alone.
1d6
come on,
minus
get a
3.
6.
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah, okay. You
Viv's
go
a
up
little
to,
dorky, I'm sorry.
yeah, you go up to
hell.
the door and you can see that Sunset's tail is over the door's threshold, so you'd have to step over it to try and open it in the first place. And then you hear some familiar noises. The noises you've probably made in the past.
I'll just look to the dinosaur and say, she's got a lot of people in there right now, doesn't she?
Sunset's response is blip.
Yeah, the blep.
Oh,
The cutie dino blep.
well. Kind of up shit creek now, aren't I?
You're gonna have to sit and wait, I'm afraid, till she's done entertaining callers.
Well, that might be a few hours.
Who knows how long we've been going? Roll me 1d6.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Roll another 6.
2 hours. Just 2 more.
You know, I think I'll come back in 2 hours. She should be done by then.
Alright, you have to be careful if you get in that half-hour window before another Grievous roll.
Yeah, look.
Miss playing Viv.
She's gonna like keep mental track, very well mental track of those 2 hours, and come back basically on the 2 hour dot.
Sure.
If it was 6, the door would open and just 3 raisins would stumble out. She sucked
Yep.
the soul out of them.
I cast a spell on you. Okay. Let's see here. While Madilyn is moving on to the next shop. Elloe, this is the place where booze happen.
Oh. Yay! Yay! I got an 8.
They're like rummaging through things because you've been here before and you drank them pretty well for a long while, and this time they start like pulling out stuff from the moonshine, and they haven't even grabbed like the proof off of the surface yet, and you're like, it can't kill me, and then you drink that and it fucks you right up.
It's that scene from Legend of the Drunken Master. What does it mean when there's a picture of a skull? Oh, good stuff.
Yeah, basically. It's like, the top of a still, the stuff you're not supposed to serve to some because it's just poison. You're just like, nah, I'll survive. And now you're fucking drunk as shit.
I see you surviving.
That'll be 2 silver.
That's fine.
Cool. You can see there are a couple of the elves as well. They thank you profusely for your part in rescuing them.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We killed that. That was also a lot of fun.
Yes, we'd heard. I mean, it's incredible. We saw that thing. It was titanic. It was so powerful and horrifying.
I talked to the spirits about it. Did you know that you can open chests in there and it teleports you around? That was pretty cool.
Did not know that, no.
I didn't find your equipment, by the way. I would have returned.
No, that's okay. It was probably mostly destroyed. I mean, we're hunters, normally, so it's just leathers and bows and stuff, and we can get those back from the guards.
Ah, that's good to hear. This stuff just tastes like burn.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even sure you're supposed to drink that.
I'm literally made of poison.
Fair. Yeah, I tried drinking and it didn't work out. Right now, I apparently have not enough blood in me.
I shouldn't offer you a drink from my flask then. It does
No.
heal you, but you get really, really, really drunk really, really fast.
Yeah, I'd probably be quite sick. But thank you for the offer.
Now I
And then,
will.
yeah, they insist on buying you a whole bunch of food.
I was about to say, now I will consume an amount of food meant for 5 people.
Yeah, they have, like, a whole deer that's just been turned into a pie.
It's like that time I went to the bowling alley and I asked how much meat I could have on my hamburger, and the guy said, "Shit, bro, I'll throw the entire cow on there if you want."
Nice.
That's a good response.
That's a strong play.
That was
But
actually
yeah.
one of the best burgers I've ever had in, like, fuck
I am
nowhere
so-
bowling alley.
I'm so far away from learning Greater Restoration. Jeez.
But did you run so far away?
So, has Thena been getting close to one of these elves?
Do it, nerd.
Because,
Have
know.
those handled. You have
Roll-
those.
roll up a sword.
Chances
I'll give
are-
her advantage. She is very attractive. Amxal?
I mean, I don't even know if she's even into elves. Is she into elf scout?
Fucking, that's
She's
your
in.
call. And if she is, then she has advantage on persuasion. And that persuasion will see which man or woman, takes her fancy.
She's into
Alright,
girls.
nat
I know
20,
that
come
for
on.
a fact.
Yeah, she's only into girls. So sorry, male elves, you're kind of out of luck there.
I mean, what's the difference?
I just
really?
move her one diagonal
I mean,
upwards.
All you have to do is like dress him up a little, and just put on some makeup.
Well,
and
to be fair, that one there was a human. Quite dashing. With a 15, Thena, although not really looking to score anything in the ways of a relationship right now, is certainly down to having her horns and ears pulled into an elf.
They make good handlebars.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
They,
horns are
the
for,
very
guys.
first time they tried to have her under the table, but then when she lifted her head, she got a horn stuck in the underside of it. It was a time.
Had to crowbar her out.
Yep.
Oh, look at you. Good for you having horns. Good for you.
Good for you.
I just like the idea that it's just like stand up thunk and you just see two horns poke through the top surface of the table.
Yeah, I remember when she did that when she was younger. Had to actually get a whole entire crowbar to pry her out.
Yep.
Heh,
Kellin,
nerd.
who'd that persuade at?
I wrote the thing up
Let's have a look here.
just above the.
Oh, the
Straight
ghostly
to
pep.
Pretty sure those
Ghostly
are
pep.
coyotes.
Yeah, unfortunately, with an 8, you find that Coyote has rather secured their company. Although you do discover that that one is the one who is a guy.
Not the
Oh,
one
very
I
cute.
Kellen's
expected.
still into it.
Oh, of course. But yeah, no. She seems to have won them over with her being big.
but I mean, you could join her with it. Be part of it. Join them all.
No, that sure was an 8, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's kind of too
yeah.
bad.
Another time, perhaps.
This is the
Yeah.
place where I can get poisons, though, right? I'm
Those
in
are
the
some
right one.
sluts.
Yeah, the one you're in is poisons and potions. They are
Okay, cool.
supplied, poisons, potions, and alchemy. They are supplied by the dryad next door.
Okay.
I really do like that dryad's art.
Yeah.
Mama
it's
Leia.
extremely
Mm.
good.
It is the
then
superior
Bodhi.
art.
Oh yeah, there's also Bodhi. Bodhi the gargoyle. So wait, what do you call an elf bard? It's just a slut squared.
Yes.
It's a
That's what
slutty
you call
slut.
it.
Or what you might call a skank.
No,
That just begged on just a thought.
It's just a thought.
No, it's a double slut.
Double slut.
Viv is just
No,
a thought.
Yeah.
You double bard you.
You fucking bard or elf. They're the same diffness. Alright, let's see here. What mischief Ceridwen getting up to?
I go to blacksmith.
Alright, you follow the sound of clank patank, and, Maddie presumably does very much the same for Maddie related reasons.
Yeah.
Maddie knows where to go.
Yep, you've been here before.
Gonna
Yeah.
throw open the door, walk in, see this guy right here, be like, oh, you're Jacquard, aren't you?
Yes? How can I help you, miss? And he'll look up at you.
And I'm gonna go over and shake his hand and say, hi, I'm Carrie, Bulgerstadter. My mom told me about you.
Oh, goodness. Yes, the Jarl's wife got me out of some trouble some time back, during the darker times. That's how I met my partner here. And he will indicate the elf in chain who is currently, there's this whole rack of swords and she's just going over every single one and maintaining them. She'll look up and smile and wave.
I wave back. Oh, it's not every day I get to meet someone out of mom's stories.
Well, it's not every day you encounter people so closely related to the past. A pleasure.
You know,
And he'll make sure your hand is shaken back appropriately.
give him a vigorous, arm-wrenching carry shake.
Yep. He's a strong boy because he is an Eldritch Knight, but he's not that strong.
Yeah. No, wait, he was a paladin warlock.
That's right.
He
Yeah,
was the
a
original
Paladin.
Palak.
Yeah, he was a Paladin. Yeah, he's a tough enough boy, but yeah.
Nobody's tough
no.
enough.
This guy was rescued from one of the bridge cities as an escaped slave.
Oh. Right.
Yeah. And then we brought him up here, and he got in bed with a blacksmith girl and became Ann Smith.
Yep.
I think he was originally like a fucking shoemaker or something originally.
Yeah, he was a cobbler originally.
Cobbler, that's the word.
Yeah.
He was a delicious pie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
I mean, look at that art. He is pretty delicious.
He good boy.
Well, it did end in a pie, though. So,
Ho ho ho.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll invite you in properly.
Yeah.
Please, how can we help you?
I was hoping you guys did weapons here. Like,
Yes.
excellent.
Definitely a lot of them. You're welcome to look through the whole lot.
What do they have in stock that is of interest, perhaps?
Doodle-doo, roll me 2d3.
Alright, hold on. Tasha, I need an arm.
No, I just realized that when we went to Anna's, we never saw her best friends,
Her best friends forever?
her BFFs.
That's because they actually do own shops in the main city doing the things that they learned today.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the BFFs.
Let's see here. Roll me 2d100, please.
Alright.
Alright, one of the things he has here is a +1 armor piece, and one of the things he has is a +2 weapon.
Ooh.
Let us see here. Roll me a d3. If it's a 3, then it will be like an actual named one. No, okay, so it's just a +1 weapon, and it will have one effect on it. D100. 18. 18. What the fuck this do? Oh, it is a weapon that gives... It's a +2 weapon that gives advantage on saving throws versus fear.
Kina?
Kina,
Kinathis.
What?
we found you a weapon that gives advantage versus fears. Go over
Wrong
and buy
game, but
this. You
I
got
appreciate
feared
it.
last time, too.
You did get feared by the big spider.
Don't worry, I can cure fear in like another level, I think.
whoa, what kind of a weapon is it?
Let's see here. D3 again, please.
Sure.
It is a simple weapon.
Excellent.
Thank
You're
God.
proficient in it.
Perfect.
Was it like a 1d10 for what kind?
Let's have a quick look here.
Oh, please let it be some kind of FMA. I need a ritual knife.
Like it ended up being like a great club or something dumb.
Just a little dagger.
That would be perfect for it, actually.
Yeah, sure. Roll me 2d10.
19.
It's a sickle.
Oh,
Huh.
that could still work for you.
That would
Sounds
work.
right up her.
It's very
Sounds right up her
nature-y.
gothness.
Is it
Yeah,
a sickle or like a kopesh?
It is like a classic sickle, what one might use for doing things like getting like herbs out of a garden.
That's fairly good. I need that. That
That's
would be
perfect. Now you just need a hammer in your hand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, or you could use it with the hammer for a spirit of communism.
Yeah, sure. It is
A simple melee weapon, 1d4 slashing, and it has the light property.
Yep.
You could use 2 sickles, or a sickle and a light hammer.
I would just like just the one, please.
That's good. They only have one sickle.
Yeah, how much is that anyway? Like that +2. It's probably expensive.
Just trade.
And it's only a +2 weapon, come on.
You say that, but +2 weapons are expensive. Astray will attest to you.
Well, here's the thing. It's actually cheaper to buy rather than to
upgrade, yeah.
upgrade an already existing one. The reason I'm upgrading my already existing one because it allows me to harry enemies at range,
Yep.
which means I can
it is 700 gold.
Yeah, see, it's 2,000 gold for me to upgrade my sword. So
700 is
they-
still a lot.
Would they willing to take a trade of great beast part?
Yes.
Excellent.
We have lots of great beast.
All right, now
That was my follow-up query to them, too, so yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What?
Also, you haven't rolled the army yet.
Sure.
1d2.
well, when I played an Artificer was I took all the great piece parts I wanted out of loot. That way they were never spent. So you might want to do that, Hedrah, because otherwise people are just going to.
Yeah. Take what you need right before we start selling.
Okay, then, yeah. Hey, Scott, how much hide and blood will I need to, like, make, bondage armor?
I don't know, you got a lot of tet.
I do have a lot of tit.
Not
It's an
a
okay
lot, to
amount,
be
but-
honest.
Like, probably 4 intact.
4 intact. We
I
don't
need
even
hide
have four
too.
intact.
No. Bondage armor wouldn't require that
Well,
much.
4 under strong, there's 2 intact and 2. So probably
You don't
2
need
intact.
Yeah, 2 intact,
and
1
one-
perfectly fine. We're better off that too. Give me a sec, I need to
Oh,
see
that's
what the
strong.
order is on them.
I was gonna use vital, but I guess I could use strong.
Dog, stop
Uh,
filleting the vent.
D4?
Alright, come on, 1. Damn it.
No, 2, and that is chainmail. 1
Oh.
would have been ringmail.
Oh, that's right. There's the even shittier chainmail.
Yeah, no. That is a suit of +1 chainmail. Give me a D3. It is just +1 chainmail.
You know, that happens to be exactly what I want and need. So that is incredibly fortunate.
Oh, dope. Yeah. 700.
So, fucking okay. Let's see how it is. A lot of money.
It is. It is straight up magic heavy armor.
Alright, Kina, could you also mark off another 700 gold out of our Great Beast Part supply for me?
So 2 700s. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that when
You can
people
do that
start.
post session once we know all the leftover bits. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just keep a running tally of how much shit we've
So
spent.
we got 1400 to pull out to sell.
Just so you know, the vital hide is from the giant mega worm. It's a lot of hide.
Yeah, I mean, if it's giant, then yeah, you just the one will do like
Sharp,
the armor set.
hungry nature. Yeah, I guess that was that thing.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just take one of those. I'll just take the intact one from that.
Yeah.
Alright, I will delete. It's under vital, intact, hide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll delete
Mark
that
that
one.
down, write it down, and then we go through.
Cool. And yeah, that's what they've got in the ways of fancy. They offloaded a bunch of their magical shit last time the caravan came through.
Makes sense.
It is the easiest way to get their stuff sold, is just selling it to the caravan that like basically just bumps into goddamn adventurers all the time with their adventurer money.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, Maddie, as you enter, you are greeted by the blacksmith and her surprise.
Yeah. Like, Maddie just waits in her modulated voice there.
I recognize your stature, at least. Hello again, craftsman. It's a good time to see you. What
Yeah,
wonders have you created recently?
Well, pulls the goggles up, pulls the mask off, the repeater was like, yeah, I did this one. It's really nice to not need to breathe in all the crap. I really smell of wet earth, which is very nice. I like the smell. I still have to work or upgrade it somehow. No, but oh yeah. Well, I got all my. Well, she starts whipping out all her boulet forge, like protective gear, boulet skin protective gear there, the blade bone tools and everything, and the polished skull bone there, so work as a melting bowl there. Like,
Sure.
went to jump volcano and like kill a couple bullets there, a lot of bullets, and well, I made. Well, this is really nice. I don't get burned anymore. That's actually useful. And it just taps the tool. These don't burn and don't transfer heat, and the ball here just doesn't burn. So it's really, really good, no matter how hot you use it for.
Oh, very interesting. Tell you what, would you like to come up to the workshop? Jacquard can watch the ground floor.
Oh yeah, and I made that suit. Just pointed at Ashlander. Oh yeah, and I made that sword and suit.
Oh my.
Well, most of the sword. I mean, the blade, anyway.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the stabbiest part of the weapon. Please, may I take a look?
Sure, just be gentle with her. Swing.
Her. Oh, how beautiful. Let's have a look here. I'm gonna make her throw a test at it.
Yeah.
She's got some elf in her. She's holding a magical blade. And she gets literally more than just +2, though. Oh, that's a good roll. She'll pause, turn the blade over, and you can see that rather suddenly after accepting it, she's now being very careful about her contact with the blade, even though she's, testing its flex and all that. Wherever did you come across such a being?
In a barrow, some ways away across the river.
Don't say.
Full of undead it was, and corrupted followers of player blank.
Asmund?
Asmund.
She will gently turn the blade. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I've heard of such a blade before. Only the bearers of stories, though.
Really?
Yes.
Would you mind telling me? I'm ever so curious.
Oh, of course. Yes, I'd be happy to. Should we all go upstairs then?
Carrie will nod.
And she will gently hand Ashlander back to you.
Alright.
And that armor is just spectacular, little Maddie. However did you do it?
As Maddie starts explaining, I'm gonna step out of the armor and just leave Ashlander in its hand. Just let her sort of flex.
Yeah.
She does let out an impressed whistle that I'm not going to do into my microphone.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's really nice that I was holds up both her hands with these, and a lot of tools, a lot of work. It's she can move around on her own there, and Ashlander controls when Ash can hear me, right?
Yes, she just can't speak back.
Yeah, the suit will nod at you. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness, it really is Ashlander.
Yeah.
A pleasure to meet you. Big fan of your work. And yeah, she will escort the three of you up to what she has upstairs as a little workshop. Maddie, you've been in this before. It smells like weapon oil and parts, and you can see there are parchments and papers and designs. You can see that there are a couple up on the wall, and she will pause and point at one of them, which is a series of little mathematical formulas based on your own metal ingot. She also still has her lead box of danger metal.
Oh,
A glowy danger rock.
yeah, it's been I managed to find something similar, but the pattern it shows is different than the one that you have.
Interesting. Yes, I had to be careful.
Yeah.
I was experimenting again with that recently. I got actually rather sick. I had to go down to the Dryads and get healed, so I'm a bit more careful about it these days.
Oh yeah, it's I noticed that she gets out a big, actual thick lead box and holds it up I refined it into a solid metal. It's really heavy for some reason, heavier than the lead.
She'll accept the box itself, and there's that subtle tip of the hand that she has to adjust for it. And yeah, at some point while messing around with her shiny glowy danger rock, she absolutely got radiation poisoning and had to go get healed by a druid.
Yeah, understandable. So, so yeah, I don't know where, like, I can see the when the open thanks to the lenses on the goggles, but I don't know what type it is. But if it's poisonous, like yours,
I can take a brief look in a moment. I've gone to extra precautions, but one step at a time, and she will escort you to a table and like start brewing up a pot of very strong-looking tea. And yeah, where to start? While she begins telling the tale of Ash, she also pulls out what appears to be just a like almost cardstock folder, and it's full of papers and schematics and sketchy bits, which she will just like place in front of Maddie. A few things I picked up. I'm sure you'd be interested. And it's about
Sure.
trick weaponry. If you take the time to read through this, it will take you probably like 20 hours, honestly. It's a thick-ass folder. You can knock some progress off in your trick weapon research.
well, I already completed the primary trick weapon research, and I have no other ones that are being researched.
Yeah,
the
well,
moment.
you can start on one and put a week's progress in it.
Oh, we could, yeah, that would be like
What was it you wanted to do?
not
Two-handed
worth-
ranged to two-handed ranged?
yeah, not worth it to crossbow.
Sure. Yeah, you can. If you spend 20 hours reading this, you can knock off a week's progress.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. What would the progress? What's the total for the schematics then?
42. So you can knock 7 off of that and be at 7 out of 42 if you spend 20 hours reading. Let's see here. And so, you wanted to know about Ashlander, or the Ashlander.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. She ponders and thinks for a moment. Back in the day, Ashlander was I believe related to a raider. I can't say by which means she related to them. She appeared as a weapon, and supposedly a person before that. And you see that she's like struggling to dredge up what she knows. Handled by, oh goodness, it would have been raiding captains, not jarls around then, at the very least. Not for a while, not until she disappears from story, I suppose. She'll pour some tea and think and start putting it all together. Yeah, the Ashlander is a blade that is thought to have been important for, well, training some of the more infamous, well, legends of fighting back in their day. Even as a blade, it's capable of, well, passing on some measure of her own skills, supposedly. Imagine the Berserker had only ever wielded an axe but a year in the presence of the Ashlander. Said Berserker would inevitably gravitate towards sole use of the sword, and to quite talented and, in some cases, magical degrees.
That makes sense.
She'll ponder and scratch her chin. The tale I know directly of Ashlander is admittedly related to one of her wielders passing. Not an altogether pleasant individual. It was a coastal village related to my family line. They were attacked during the late portions of the cold seasons before it would be impossible to produce food, or hard to hunt for more. And raiders came through and slew them near to a man. But for the fact there was a ranger, elven, like myself, who met them in combat, as opposed to many of the others, mere villagers who ran and were slain, they stood and fought. A great many hours supposedly passed. Story says days passed, but let's face it, even in a couple of hours is exceptionally long for combat and is more likely correct. When Astrlander was turned against its own wielder, tipped at the edge, the raiding captain was pushed forwards onto their own blade, turned to ash before their very eyes. And then the new wielder went raider hunting for quite a long time, supposedly, before disappearing again. I'll make a test for Ash, see if she remembers this at all, with her history of 0. No. She shakes her head as a suit, and you carried one here. It's not impossible, but I don't remember much of my time as a blade. I don't think it's something I did on purpose, at the very least, even though the act of drawing life usually is. Strange that they would turn to ash unless I intended it.
Do you know where this village is? Maybe going there would jog her memory.
Yes, I suppose so. Well, no, honestly, it might have fallen into the water by now. It was a great many years ago.
That's fine. We have means of dealing with that.
Sure. I'll just pop over to the world map. And I will grab a little text magic. Put it in blue. Sunken Village. And that is terribly not. There we go.
Oh, that coast.
Indeed. Closer to the Black Isles where raiders were coming from.
Makes sense. Tell me, I know the blade itself here is new craftsmanship, but from the hilt, could you make a guess as to who or what culture might have made the sword?
I can certainly. God, she'll try. She'll try and tell you. And shake her head. No, I can see an Asmundite sigil in it, but that's just the religion. No, I wouldn't know anything about the crafter's own origins. The easiest guess is that it's human and possibly werefolk, but as I say, there's no proof one way or the other.
That just seems too recent. I don't know.
Well,
thank you for telling me the story. I really appreciate it.
Oh, not a problem. It's my pleasure. As I say, big fan of her raider slaying work. Not so much her raiding work, but, you know. And in the suit that is Ash will shrug.
I'll pat her on the back. See, it wasn't all bad.
Yeah, I'm confused at my mixed reputation, though.
Well, time to get fitted for this chainmail and then mayhaps do some more research about your origins.
Ash will pause and scratch her head. Before, you hear in your head, we can try. I don't know where to go next. How many more ancient elves can there possibly be?
Well, my friends know of one, so I guess we'll ask her, assuming she's still there.
Very well. And hey, yeah, Athia. 2 hours pass. Sunset's
Yeah.
tail is no longer blocking the door.
Okay. I will knock on the door.
Already, come in.
I'll open the door and come right on in.
And yeah, there is a head that peeks around the corner, licking her lips before she pauses. Oh, different caller. Get comfortable. Be right back. And
She's
yeah,
still
she
married.
leaves to go. Yeah, put on clothes.
Yeah, I'll just look over to like the seats and everything, and I'm gonna cast this a couple times before sitting down.
Fair.
Savage.
She does that too.
Yeah, no, it's true. She does prestidigitate.
I mean, I know what happened about 2 hours ago. I'm not taking any chances.
That's fair. Yeah, you
Say
put,
that like she doesn't
put a
clean up, though.
fucking black light on this place, and it doesn't even look like a Jackson Pollock painting. It looks like there's a second layer of paint.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you just turn on the black light and suddenly you see from space a sudden glow, like a nuclear blast goes off.
A
Just this
star
light
winks out of
shines up.
existence.
Yeah,
Okay. And yeah, after taking a seat, Viv will return. She is wearing a quite nice looking robe. It's tied at the front with a sash to, hide her various endowment. And yeah, she'll probably come in with a tray with some tea.
Yeah, I'll usually take a little bit of a cup, take a sip every now and again.
Yeah, sure. It appears to be a ginger tea. Chain cropped up.
So, I've come here today with rather one thing in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I had already gotten, well, permission, acceptance, whatever you'd like to call it, the grace of Madilyn's other mother to ask her hand in marriage.
Oh!
I figured it'd be nice to do the same with you.
I really appreciate that. Goodness, marriage already? Where does the time go?
She'll shrug. Time moves fast.
Hmm. How long have you two been together?
Roughly a year. Going over a little bit a year now.
Oh, that's ages. Yes, of course you can marry.
Blinks for a minute.
What?
That's a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
I mean, you have to give me lots of grandbabies.
As many as she wants.
She'll only want one. At least two. Show shifty eyes. I have some medicines if you require the help.
I don't think I need those, but thank you.
Oh god, I should probably talk to Viv about the fucking market.
Oh, come on.
About the-
You know,
about-
she would not
about
be.
the tax-
She definitely has her own version that just works for her. There's absolutely some kind of ritual that protects her from getting VD and getting Progan in it.
Are you sure you want to? Are you sure you want to try and encourage your slut mother to do even more?
I mean, I can't stop her from doing it.
You really can't. No.
No, it's physically impossible.
Yeah, I'm not saying stop her, but I'm saying yeah, give her that mark. It kind of just encourages the whole thing.
Why would you not want to encourage that?
Tell you what, actually, I got a few things for Madilyn. She's always so shy, and only ever stops by occasionally. I think she's often afraid that I'll be entertaining visitors, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
She reaches over and gives you a scruffle behind the ears, and we'll head into the kitchen. And when she returns, it is with a small paper bag. This is some of her favorite stuff.
Alright. I'll make sure she gets it.
Inside is another package, and in that are some very dark, almost black in color tea leaves.
She'll mentally think, oh, thank God she didn't hand me like a bag of dildos.
It's a favorite brand, and it's just aphrodisiacs.
Yeah. I'll finish up tea and like a little fun time with her before heading off then.
A little fun time. I mean, she pulls you down and scritches the shit out of you.
Oh.
She is probably the most talented scritcher in the continent.
So how many times do you just cum in your pants?
You probably don't want to admit that you're having too much fun, but you're having just maybe a bit too much fun. That
I
is
don't
kind
know.
of her speciality.
She had Jason for a long time.
She does give really, really good scritches. I'm alright.
Okay.
You do. You manage to keep. There's a tent, but you manage to keep your legs crossed and try and ignore her. Just enjoy the head scratching. But yeah, she is the best scritcher in the continent.
After healthful scritches and good tea and cookies and whatnot, I'll thank her for everything, and I'll tell her I'll make sure you get an invite when we plan it.
I should think so. Oh, sorry. I should think so. Go fighting down the yawns.
And I'll walk off.
Yeah. Awesome. You have gotten permission from both. Let's see. So, Madilyn, you moved on to the Dryad Hut after having had a chat with the alchemists.
Yes.
What do you want?
Is one of the elves here? Is that one? Was she always here? I don't remember.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, she's not one of the elves.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And then down here next to Gregory is 6.
Oh, then I have some other actual business here with the Dryad.
Okay.
Hey, Scout. I asked a question a little bit ago, but it got lost in the Ashlander stuff.
Oh, yeah.
If I plug something like Deadly Splash Vapor into the short sword,
although poisonous, it is totally an alchemic bomb. It's a grenade. You cannot, in fact, load a grenade into your sword.
Oh.
Okay, I was wondering if I plugged something with an area effect in, it just wouldn't work, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, if it was, say, like, the wound starts to seep poison out of it and, harm people near them, then sure. But, like, in the case of this, it is a vapor that is kept under incredible pressure to make an explosion. Your sword would have the damage value and do that to one guy.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sure wouldn't do anything else, though.
I'm just wondering, would it just take on the damage numbers and say?
Yeah.
Okay. But I just couldn't plug that in my sword in the first place.
You would have a hard time. You could ask an alchemist to like try and just condense it down into like a thick poisonous liquid, but it's definitely not as effective when it isn't doing things like blinding people and like getting in their eyes and nose and all that.
What Scout means is you need an injury type poison, not a thrown or ingested poison.
You can put ingested poison in there.
You could put an ingested poison in. In fact, it's probably the best, like, because some of the ingested poisons are utterly brutal, but getting them to be useful is a pain in the ass.
Wait, so I don't think that's how that's supposed to work, but okay.
I mean, hey, you fucking stab them with that blade and they get the poison. And there are a lot of very good ingested poisons that are garbage because they are ingested.
Okay.
Yeah. The anathema absolutely just uses the poison that's in it.
I'm just wondering what poisons are available.
Everything on Savin's little poison list and everything that 5e has in its own poison list is all available.
We need
I need for Savin's poison right now. Just
Purple worm poison.
Yes.
It's the
Savin has a purple.
Yeah.
He has a equivalent of that, which is also stronger for a different effect.
Yeah, everyone loves purple worm poison, the only good injury poison on the entire fucking list. And it should have cost $2,000.
Thank you.
Yeah, for a dose. A dose.
Yeah,
Yep.
For one hit, yes.
but
hmm
in this weapon, though, it's 12d6 poison
Yeah,
on a failed
horrifying.
save and
For a month, yeah.
66 on a successful.
Yep.
A DC 90 con.
It's damn strong. But at least it's just poison damage, and lots of shit doesn't care about poison damage. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, sorry. You were saying, Madilyn.
Yes. Is Mama Lyrian available?
Yeah, she is leant up against a tree, and you can see that she has this. It looks like just a cup full of water and herbs that she's just breathing from. It's not heated or anything, so it's not tea, but she is huffing it.
Well, I will approach.
She'll look up with a smile. Hello there. How can I help you?
I have come to ask a very great favor.
Oh, goodness. Is it an adventure or a favor? Do you need my nectar, perhaps?
No. I require something. I would ask something far stronger.
Oh, my. And she'll, like, hide a hand between her thighs.
Dryad RR intensifies.
What would it be you require?
I am endeavoring to create something of great power. And so I need powerful ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
I would beseech you for some of your blood steeped in the power of life.
Now that is quite the request. Are you sure I can't interest you in nectar instead? That's a lot more fun.
That is something I have requested of dryads before, but
Oh,
I'm
good.
afraid that this is something of true power and requires something very different.
Oh, goodness. I would know what you intend to make with it. I can't just give my blood out for any magical artifice. It could bring harm. And if it brings harm, no. The answer is no.
Look at Sprout and just shoo her away a little bit.
She will huff and pout, and then she
This is a secret.
sinks into a bush.
Okay. We'll gesture for the dryad to lean down.
She leans down. You are nearly blinded.
And I will lean up and I will whisper my intent into her.
Yeah. Let's see here. Sure. Could you please give me a persuade test with advantage?
14?
Okay. She will ponder and think. Very well. But I would then ask something of your own in return.
I would expect nothing less.
Now, you see, asking for blood is a very old trade. Oh, maybe I'll have to set it to just injury instead of ingested. Fair enough. She will reach out to take one of your hands.
Okay. I will put my hand in her.
And with the other, she will point at your index finger and your little finger on your right hand.
Yeah, I was thinking about Torpor, yeah.
Huh?
The thing, Maddie.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
That's fine. I would take these from you.
My fingers?
Hmm. You can have new ones, but these would be yours, and I'd like them. And you may have my blood.
Did she just ask for your fingers?
She just asked for her fingers. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of yeah. It's
Yeah, no, you're asking for a dryad's blood. That's definitely old school druid. She said she'll grow you new ones, but she
Don't-
wants your
This-
index and your little finger.
This is important to me.
Aw.
So yes, I will, for this purpose, I will gladly give up something of mine.
She will smile softly. It is a wonderful gift, and I apologize for doing so. But in all ways, a trade must be equal. And then she will, with the hand that had been gesturing at your finger, she will snap, and Sprout will flitter over. Mamaliran will lean down and whisper something in her ear. She will elicit a gasp of surprise from little Sprout, who will leave, and she returns with what can only be described as pruning shears.
Take a deep breath, and
Oh,
I'll
boy.
probably get something out to like bite down.
Yep, that's a good choice. All right then, we'll be as quick as possible. And yeah, give me a Constitution save. This is gonna suck.
I really hope you get like actual
Oh.
fingers back and not like plant fingers.
No, they're totally going to be like little woody plant fingers.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
That'd be kind of cool, honestly.
All right.
Mm,
And so, you grit your teeth, you bring all of your impulsivity to bear, and chunked, your fingers are pruned. And from those stumps, she does in fact place 2 small seeds in them. And when she places her fingers and thumbs on the knuckles at the edges of these finger stumps, like, you know, the main base knuckles on the hand, she pushes gently down and runs her fingers up your hand. And she does it again for your little finger. And you can see that there is soft-looking ebony wood. When you close your hand into a fist, the knuckles appear to work. It might take some getting used to. They don't feel quite like fingers, and they are undoubtedly wood. But they are alive.
All right.
And for you, of course. Well, then maybe you'll want to see what these will do. And she will indicate your fingers in her hand. She will show you to a hanging plant pot, a little plant basket. And after whispering some words to your now gone digits, she will place them in the dirt. And say, which color do you think speaks for you more? Is it blue or black?
Black.
Okay. They appear to be little, I guess, they look like miniature trees of black wood, and black leaves begin to form, and from them, tiny little black berries, as though, if you were to scale this thing up to a magnificent degree, they would be apples. But instead, it is a tiny fruit tree.
Hmm.
And she will pluck one of these gentle little berries off and nibble it. Delicious. Incredible. And she will pause and savor for a moment. They'll make a fine wine. And now your gift. She will place her hand in yours. She will stand there and wait. Her hand is like resting palm up and facing you on top of your own.
Okay.
Do you want you to cut your chunk out?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's waiting for you to
Yeah.
slice her palm.
Oh, okay. Then I will
Yeah.
get my container out, and I will
Yeah, come on,
get
China,
that
you're
new
Canadian.
that sickle,
Yep.
and I
Get that
will.
maple tap in there.
I will-
She bleeds syrup, Kina.
I will cut her
Okay.
and catch the blood in the container.
Yep. Her fingers twitch uncomfortably at it, but all things considered, hers is the lighter of these injuries.
I will hold her hand while I'm bleeding her. I'm
Aw.
very grateful that my fingers were used to create some more life.
Well, of course, this is life for life. Indeed, your relic will do much the same. I look forward to its creation.
So do I.
It's so very sweet. And then, yeah, once you have enough, she will pause. Would you like to be the one to heal the wound? Seems only fair.
Please.
Yeah, you only have to use a level 1 slot.
I will cast a healing spell on.
Yeah. You find your finger movement is not impeded. And indeed, at their tips when the spell is cast, you could swear little petals drift to the ground, but they aren't there when you look down at the floor for them. Oh, how very pretty. Yeah, she will pat you on the head and then settle back down by the tree and relax.
All right. Can I talk to Sprout for a minute?
Of course.
Oh yeah, she needs to get us back to the old grove, by the way. So
Right. Little Sprout.
Hi, how can I help? Are your fingers okay? That hurt? It looked like it should have hurt, but you seem to handle it real well.
It did hurt, but I am a doctor. I am familiar with pain and it is something well worth the momentary discomfort.
Oh, I'm sad I don't get to know what it is. You sure you can't tell me to?
I would have you swear that you will not speak of it to anyone.
Hey, swearing
a-
is bad and rude.
It is a very special surprise.
All right. I won't tell.
I will only hold you to that. I'll hold you to that for just a year until the gift has been.
Okay.
Then I will lean into her little fairy ear and I will tell her what the gift is for.
She lets out a little gasp. Oh my gosh, that's adorable! I had totally given up 3 fingers. That's a good deal. She did you a good deal.
I think so. Although I do require still more things to acquire for. But would you be
Yeah,
able
I
to?
bet.
Would you be able to lead us to that old grove again?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm nearly entirely out of drugs, and I want like a whole bunch more. I want to get lost in that guy's sleeve.
Well, that's. I'm sure you'll have the opportunity to.
Yeah. All right, sure. When do we go?
Soon. By the end of the day, we'll probably be ready to go in a few hours.
Oh, that's a whole few hours away.
I think it'll be nighttime by then.
It will be, yeah.
I will reach into my into my bag, and I'll pull out a little wrapped packet. I'll pull out one single cookie from it.
All right, I can wait.
All right, there we go. Good.
She sits back down in the bush again and munches a cookie.
How big is Sprout again? Is she like people sized, or is she just like a little 2-foot tall munchkin?
She's probably like 4 foot.
Alright. So Cookie's not that huge.
It's not that huge. No, she just likes it because it's delicious.
I just had in my mind she was like a little actual pixie and was just like, this'll last
Meow,
me for
meow, meow.
days.
Days of deliciousness. Sugar rush
Or-
forever. No.
Or like when
At least she's
Saoirse
like
got
4 foot.
cookies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Saoirse was quote unquote a giant fairy, so she was N foot tall.
Even then, she was small for what she was going to be.
Let's see here. Blackadder.
300 SP, which I assume is going to be changed to GP.
Yep. Yeah, go for it.
Yep. Now again, does this last permanently or just a month?
It lasts for a month, and then it loses its
Alright.
potency. You have to change it and bring you one.
All right. And I'll wait to slide it in until probably after winter, to be honest. Wait, we're actually at the start of fall, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you're in like the first
Never
week of fall.
mind, then. I'll still wait to slide it in, but I'm not gonna wait till after winter.
Ceridwen orders many drink, and as you do so, out stamps Grand Knight Varia. She beg.
Very big. She's bigger than you.
She will blink in surprise, and I need to find the token of her girlfriend / sort of wife.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Girl wife.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than being a boy wife from Resendi's game.
At least she didn't pound the Royal Griffins.
To be fair, Louis is upgraded to the dragon now.
Is that better though? Honestly.
Yes, the dragon's intelligent. Oh my.
Yeah, she cute. And sorry, I also have to answer a quick question. Sprout will think for a moment, and fucking yeah, she knows exactly. Yeah, she will point and say, literally any shore with the turtle, that the turtle is big.
What?
What?
Madilyn totally understands.
Okay.
For what?
The answer to your question: go to any shore with a turtle, but the turtle is big.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, I can't remember her name.
Time to go watch older sessions of Borks.
I'm definitely
Wait,
not
isn't-
watching it, but I'm also pretty sure I wrote it down because I don't suck
Isn't-
that much.
Isn't that oh,
Yes,
what was he?
this is Jarl Chara. She is Shield Wife Davaria.
Yeah, I was saying like she was the one that was the daughter of the guy of Northold.
Yes. Correct.
Cool. Oh yeah, 'cause she a bear.
She a bear.
She bar.
Big bear.
Well, not that big. At least
Yeah, no,
compared
she's
to-
not actually Varia sized. Her token is probably like, a bit chunkier, but
Is she like carry sized or?
slightly taller than Carrie.
Holy
maybe like,
shit!
Maybe like an inch or two taller.
People
Dang.
who are bigger than me, yes.
They blink in surprise as you rush them. I heard about, what was that? Free drinks in the house. You might be drunk out of house and home. Oh, hello.
Hello. You're Grand Knight
will
Varia,
similarly
right?
blink. Yes, I am.
And
She will
Yalchara?
give you a shy hand wave. Chara, on the other hand, yes, that's me. A pleasure.
Hello, I'm Ceridwen Bolgraf's daughter. My
She
mom
pauses
told
for
me
a
all
moment. You
about
can see mixed emotions happen all at once before she settles on a smile.
Yeah, intense boom, 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 tail wagging.
Yeah, you're thankfully adorable enough to get away with it. Despite your mother being known as the Slaughterbringer, as the Jarl Slayer of her father.
The
Look,
Endbringer fairy.
she enabled us.
It's true, she did, but it doesn't mean she doesn't have immediately mixed thinkings on hearing the family name that slaughtered us. But, you know.
It's okay. Jeanette
sells it a
opened
smile.
fire first.
I wag. Mom told me
A
all
pleasure.
about you guys. It's an honor to meet both of you.
Oh, goodness. And, well, my pleasure to meet you as well. She will offer you a hand. They both will take it in turns. Varia's handshake is, like, totally the softest thing ever, although no matter how much you squeeze, it doesn't really seem to do anything.
Yeah.
Chara, on the other hand, though, let's see that strength test.
Oh boy. Alright.
She'll have a you son of a bitch moment with you.
Alright. Come on. Strength. Yeah.
Fuck.
Aww.
Crunch.
Yeah, you beat her by 6. She's like, damn, you have a huge grip on you, girl.
He just grins ear to ear. Not so bad yourself. Bet you give great hugs.
I do. I happen to. Varia will shuffle uncomfortably from foot to foot.
Anyway, drinks, right. Hold on. I'm gonna run to the bar. Grab
Yeah,
those.
the bartender sees who has walked out of the room and just sighs and starts pulling out extra large steins and tankards to fill up.
Oh, yeah.
Pictures.
Carrie's totally like, I can drink one of those too.
Alright. Yep, drinks are splayed out. Is Ashlander still just like armor standing around?
Yeah.
Sure, an elf is going to talk at her for a while, and she will either nod, shake her head, or shrug as best as she is able to communicate non-verbally.
Excellent. Also, 2 seconds.
Sure. God, you're right, a room full of the children of her dad's killers.
Avoiding
Ceridwen,
contact.
Athia, Thyna, and
Yep.
Turns out the daughter of the dad killer. Basically, let's not try and initiate very much with her. Probably not exactly the best idea.
Jeanette flipped the table and shot him with a poison bolt in mid-conversation.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying, like, we know better, saying, like, let's not initiate something with her. She probably isn't happy with that.
Sorry, doggos.
No worries.
I
It's
mean,
all Papa Echo.
first of all, I'm already drunk. Second of all, Mom did way worse to her own parents. So.
I mean, I was just speaking for me and Thina.
You guys just edged towards the door. Ash, save us.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much for the round for the house?
God, for the house,
5
probably
gold?
10 silver. She's not using anything cheap.
Oh, okay.
You remember, it's just booze. It's usually copper a serving, so 10 silver is not an inconsiderate amount of cash.
It's true. Yeah, I will totally go and like serve the Great Knight and the Jarl. 'Cause I am
Oh,
just
thank you, girl.
little knight. Not even that really.
Yep. Varia will give you a smile and a head pat with a gigantic gauntleted hand.
Oh. Wig wag, wig wag.
You're very cute.
Oh, thank you. You're very tall. I hope I can be as big as you someday.
I hit my head on a lot of things. You don't want to be this tall.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad had to
Adjusts
rebuild all the
helmet.
doors.
Yeah, Chara will laugh, tiptoe, and like lift the edge of her like ratty looking hood and shows you that there is definitely like a scar like hiding under her hairline. There is some intense Grand Night blushing. She got really drunk at one point and just destroyed the whole door frame.
Yeah, Carrie will also like indicate these several like little nicks and scratches around her hairline, and sheepishly
Oh.
like mumble something about like having to get a padded helmet.
Oh, she's gonna whip up her safety helmet.
Yeah. Varya has had plenty of time to grow into her height. She didn't start Ceridwen sized. She got to work up to it.
Yeah,
And then there was some magic that happened.
She did. 1 second again.
Oh, just imagine Karen. Oh, I know exactly if you just pulls out the goddamn safety helmet. See, they even made this for me just when
Yeah.
I was growing up.
There are like stubby bear tail wiggles of amusement, but the Jarl does her best to keep a straight expression.
Ducking
And
dogs.
yeah, hey, Elloe, you're shit-faced, but another shot of that stuff that's definitely poison turned up.
Yay!
And like
gonna-
a whole extra pie because you managed to eat an entire deer.
16.
You don't get any drunker, but you were already shit-faced, so the point is moot.
I'm gonna go talk to a spirit bear.
Have fun.
Yeah. And finally, maybe Maddie can actually have her talk with that blacksmith.
Oh yes, of course.
That was half an hour ago, but
That is true. Sorry, she gave you a bunch of documents and I forgot. And yeah, Ceridwen, Yarlessa, Crantonite, you can all grab a table and chat. And yes, Maddie, what is it that you actually wanted to discuss with her directly?
well, since we were like on pretty good footing there, and I noticed that she was trying to replicate like crude squeakonium.
Right.
Yeah, so I actually get out a new sample. I got of stage 2 squeakonium.
Oh, excellent. Please bring it over. And I've still got some calculations scribbled on the wall. Terrible habit, writing on the wall. You shouldn't do it. But I did anyway. Oh, yeah, you can totally have inspo. Athia too. And Madilyn for getting your finger chopped off.
Oh yeah, Madilyn definitely
and
deserves that.
Athia for finishing the other half of her proposal.
Yeah. Too bad I already have inspiration.
Oh.
I will put some gloves on.
Wait. Who doesn't have inspiration then?
Did
Guess
I
we
use
should
it? I
bump
think
into
I
each
used-
other, Kina.
Yeah, I don't have inspiration right now.
Cool.
Yeah, give it to Kellin.
Athia's can go
Finish
to
some gloves on.
Kellin. Yeah. Yeah, she will show you some estimates of where your metal balance should have been. Let's see here. She's had probably more time sat to work on it, but her skill check isn't quite as high. So I'm just gonna do like a couple of 1d20 plus 4s. It looks like you can see where she got really close at one point and then totally screwed up a batch and had to start all over again. But honestly, where she's gotten to with her own attempts at quote-unquote stage 2, they don't look dissimilar from your own.
Yeah, I'll be like, well, there. Notice is like, yeah, you got some of it right, but you're using way too much of everything. Like, and this just went fast.
Yes, the reality is I'm used to making weapons, tools, etc. on both, for larger orders. So I tried to see how it would work as a batch. Didn't, though. I'll have to stick to small commissions worth ingots. Bit of an expensive failure, but it happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I just had constant slow progress because, well, traveling around, you can't really smith while moving, so it's really hard.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But yeah, this is stage 2. I call it stage 2. It's surprisingly good at channeling magical energy in that direction. I haven't tried infusing it. I've just been using basic process. I haven't tried any alchemical purification with it.
Huh.
I'm trying to push as much as I can just with the basic before we can, with the foundation part, before we can move on to like a chemical refinement or with like magical infusion, anything like that. But so far, it's really, well, it's extremely durable, retains the edge very well, and it channels magic like Ashlander there.
Yes, I tell you what, actually, I did some experiments of my own with my own attempt at a second batch. The reason I tried to batch produce it is because I discovered it was quite useful for munitions. She will pause and go back downstairs. When she comes back up, she has a quiver of 20 arrows. And you can see the very familiar tint of your own metal on it.
Mhm.
Yes, let's see here. You know how there just happens to be natural flex and vibrations, and things that impact arrows, and they break when they hit targets. Of course, the heads
Mm.
still break off. They're metal in this case, and I went with quite broad heads to test it. There is no chipping and damage. They're quite good. And then she will go and grab a target board, and you can see that there are some pretty deep chunks that would indicate, like, this was against a leather sample, this was a chain sample, and she'll, pick them all out as she goes.
Looking through it, yeah. I've noticed that it's vibrations and the force of things, especially versus armor and shields, it doesn't.
Indeed. They're very quiet. That is another thing I'd noticed when I was shooting the chain, for instance. And then she also just, like, slaps two of these arrowheads together, and there's just a dull noise instead of a ringing.
Yeah, so there's something about that I've been pondering about during the endowment. Like every time I strike it, it's a thunk. It's not
Yes.
a pang.
If anything, it does throw me off a bit when trying to work with it. It's harder to keep a rhythm when, there's the
Getting
vibration
that
lifting the hammer back up.
rhythm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gets her fucking. I think I managed to get the rhythm back using. I have two types. Like gets the force hammer, which is, well, impacts force, and then the heat hammer.
Yes. Yeah, I'm familiar. I've got my own hammers, you've seen. Still, I've been doing it for a very long time. It develops a very ingrained reflex. I hit just so, I receive this sound, I receive this bounce back, and I can generally feel for it as I go through the process of the metal from being near scrap to a complete ingot or to a worked blade. And this stuff doesn't do that. It takes quite a bit of getting used to.
Yeah, and like and compare for like gets like the old samples you had before. Like, but here's what I've noticed before. Takes the old coin sample and just grinds it hard versus the sample 2.
I mean, you aren't strong enough to, like, to damage them, even though, like,
No.
one of them is obviously superior.
No, but the would be like she just notices that the little ingot starts to, the newer one starts to have like a slight vibrate to it and just hands it over.
Yeah. One moment. She will wander on downstairs. She places it, like just on an anvil and goes to grab a tool.
Yeah.
And whang! You hear like that weird, not quite thud, not quite clink. And then, yeah, she will return. I'll have to sharpen that axe now. Slide the ingot back over again.
Mhm.
Mind if I have a look at your notes again?
Yeah, sure. Just gets, reaches into the bag of holding and actually produces 3 tomes.
She takes a deep breath.
I can flip to the pages here, which are opens all 3, just uses 2 hands to flip over the pages.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
here,
Let's
and
see
here, here, and there.
Yep, she will look over a few and she just starts copying the numbers parts of it as opposed to the experimentation notes. She just goes for the raw, like this bounce, this bounce, this bounce. I'll have to work on reaching these myself, but I feel like what you've got there is fast approaching the limits without, starting to use magic or alchemy to cheat.
Yeah, I know it's, but I feel that there's something more to this. I know there is something more to this. I managed to get some other metals, and I get this stuff that just doesn't want to heat up. Gets the tungsten out,
Yeah,
it gets hot.
Yes, I've come
But it
across this stuff
refuses.
before, and it's definitely tough. It's just doesn't really have a major use, unfortunately.
I know, but it's stupid. That's what I'm interested most of it. It's so stupid because it scratches everything.
Yes.
But it's so hard to work with.
I don't know, maybe you should try and get a dragon to breathe on it. They're supposed to have quite hot flames.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we would need a dragon to melt this thing because holy crap, it's stupid. I can scratch it with my nails, but it takes a while.
Did you have diamond nails last time you saw her?
No.
I don't think you did. She'll pause your nails, sorry.
Oh, right, sorry, just takes her gloves off and just undoes the finger protectors. It's like a sink.
Huh. I'll never understand how adventurers keep walking into this stuff.
By doing things you're not supposed to, like touching very weird things.
Fair.
Or you should also know it, like working with a dangerous thing and then get poisoned.
That is true, yes. I'm reticent on ways to work with it at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It gets okay, but takes your goggles off and just see here, if we're careful a little bit, can show it. You can see the different type. If you compare the lead box, the one that I found versus yours, you can see that the glow and the little flickers there is different, but it's similar.
Yes,
there's
they're
2 types.
definitely similar materials. I'm going to assume that one makes you very sick as well, though.
I'm surprisingly hardy for my size, but I haven't really tested it. But it's so heavy.
It is. It's very, very heavy. Yes, I don't even really know what it what the sickness was. It was certainly some kind of poisoning. The effects aren't very pleasant. If you do intend to mess with that and it's stronger than what I have, I'd only recommend doing so in small amounts.
Yeah, I don't have to figure out what this glow it gives up is from, though. Not
Should
to.
scratch
We
her
know
head.
that's lead.
I mean, glowing metal just sounds like wizard business, frankly. It appears to be
Yeah,
naturally
but-
occurring, but so is Residium.
Well, that is true, but Residium doesn't make you sick, though.
True, but other magics can. Indeed, perhaps
Well,
this
that is
kind
true.
of device, the stone, this object is nested in wild magic. Residium itself is a very
that's
orderly
usually-
force.
But it doesn't, like, you can see, for example, if you, I just points at the side, click on the switch there carefully. You can see the magical illumination of stuff.
Yes.
Like, this is, like you said, it's magic in itself. It has a specific glow and order to it, like you said, but this is all over the place.
As I say, perhaps wild magic.
And it's never good.
No, it's terribly dangerous. Some say one day a wild
Yeah.
magician will blow up the sun itself. I don't quite believe that, but it is dangerous.
Yeah, that's how, maybe you've seen the other mouse, that's how he got emerald eyes.
Oh, I hadn't seen him yet. Is he expected as well?
Is he expecting what?
Is he expected as well, as in, is he going to be coming around? I already know the answer is yes, Kellin's going to be coming in to order armor as well.
Oh. I don't know, but if he needs something, he'll probably come here, but yeah.
Fair enough.
And reaches in and gets the god, like uses two fucking hands and gets the goddamn adamant buckler. Managed to get this beauty.
Oh my. I've seen this material. It turned up on a few artifacts at least.
Yeah,
It's a lot heavier than your metal, but similar idea.
yeah. But if you click it on, you see that this one is magic. Like, not just magic on it, or like stuff like magicians do, like you put magic on stuff. But it's more like
It's
it's
been used in the
alive
construction.
with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I imagine that this is probably a lot closer to what your initial variation on that metal was, if it were then crafted with magic. You'll probably get something very much like this, but lighter by the time you're done. Which will be nice, considering these are relics. And she'll
Yeah,
place the very
sadly, the
heavy
guy
buckler
that
back down again.
Yeah, sadly, the guy that made it died.
Well, yes, most of the people who have made a lot of the ancient lost relics have passed, and also a lot of the lost Erics, they've all passed as well.
Yeah. I'll figure this out. I'll try to, because it doesn't. You can actually take this apart. If you take a bit of it, the metal itself, it's still, the strength is still there,
Yes,
but it's really hard.
indeed.
Need to find what's the word again? Use the difference, like have them grind against each other and see what the difference is, and then adjust afterwards until I get closer and closer. Oh, by the way, use the big Ceridwen. Yes, sorry. Scatter. Great. I'll move.
Mhm.
And Ceridwen, she has the big swing, big hammer.
Yes.
Yes, it's really good. Used for they call it squeakonian. I don't know why they keep calling it squeakonian probably because squeaking. Mouse.
Yes. Oh, it's a very cute name.
Grumbles. No, but squeak. Yes, the shaft and the fastings and everything there is made with zirconium metal.
Yes.
Yes. We worked. When she hits, it gives force to hit.
Indeed, it's, I assume, enchanted. Yes.
Yes, it's
Made-
been magic cast with
Right.
these part. Big.
That doesn't surprise me then. Yeah.
But I've seen when she hits it, it also does. It moves. The vibrations move, travel.
Yes. And she like struggles to keep up with you as your like nerd brain starts nerding up.
No, she's going like Skaven style.
Yeah.
And notice that when the suit of armor also when it moves, travel, gets hit. Everything moves. It's something with the vibrations. You're so right.
Yeah. She'll just lean back in her chair and sip her tea and think. I suppose this metal lends itself much better to large objects, although certainly I found uses for them out of ammunition for being quiet and dense.
Oh, nice. Dagger, throw.
I suppose it would work for a throwing dagger, but the downside to throwing a dagger is you don't really. Oh, you did. I was going to say, surely the issue with using throwing daggers is that you can't take advantage of their weight and density with, for instance, a bow's tensile strength, or with size, like your giant wolfy companion's very big hammer. I'd have thought a dagger itself, although certainly still good and sharp and keeping an edge, rather wastes a lot of the energy you're trying to make go from one place to the other, the point of the impact and the rest of the tool.
Oh, no. It's speed. It's also speed. It's speed. The speed.
Yes.
A speed small point. It goes.
Yes. The faster something goes, the deeper it penetrates. Indeed. Again, that's why I would think it's a bit of an unfortunate waste to do to a dagger.
Oh no! Look! Just gets a dagger and looks at the target. Use the sharpshooter. Plus 10 there, just flicks it straight into the target. See?
Very good. But again, I imagine that it would work far better, and then she will give you a short bow and one of the arrows that she made, and when you do so, you have your marksman power, punches clean through the fucking target, whereas the other one buried itself in quite deep.
Into the hilt, yeah.
Yeah. She will indicate, as you can see, faster moving object still, tensile strength helping.
Yes, indeed true. But if you need to be small, compact, travel, sneak.
Perhaps hand crossbow. Again, still more useful, I would say, than a thrown tool. Not that much more useful, but still certainly good. A small thing that's very hard moving fast generally tends to punch a lot deeper than a large thing moving slower.
Quite good stabbing. Need more?
Yeah.
Think.
Yeah, she will, one moment, actually. she will show you some hand crossbow designs. I happened to come across one of these here, built for being mounted into a gauntlet. I don't have any documents for it anymore, just pictures, I'm afraid, but you might be able to get something out of this.
Oh, wait. Gets the Tinker's Toolkits out. It's like,
Yeah, sure. You can
Sure.
quote unquote copy paste. It might take like an hour or so.
no, it's not. You make like not just copy paste. Actually, use a Tinker's Tool test to draw it out. Like you
Oh,
draw
yeah,
it out
sure.
on a different document, and then just break it down into parts.
Yeah, I suppose it's closer to engineering than it is smithing. Yeah, all right. Yeah, give me a tinker test.
Advantage.
It would be disadvantaged. You're trying to go by an image that's just been drawn on for you. Still, 14 is pretty decent. It will probably take you some time to do it. Like, it's not going to be a fast zip. That's only because it being a picture, you haven't got any exact dimensions. So you're like, oh, that pull wouldn't work. You have to rub a bit out, and then you have to put it back in again and be like, okay, maybe that would be enough, and etc. etc. If you're willing to sit there for an hour, though, you can put together a design for a nice mounting for a hand crossbow to go on a gauntlet.
Sure thing. So disadvantage will cancel once I go speed roll. Too bad the 28 wasn't on the first.
Yep.
Double digit versus not.
Yeah. Elloe, the bear, which to others around you is an outline, rests its head on your head, and then does like that. It's very spiritual. It's very spiritual, you guys.
It is, at least. No, it totally is.
The others are watching. There's just a glow resting on your head and making fart noises. But to you, it's just like this great big heaving bear.
That's fucking cool.
Right. Yeah. Spiritual.
So by that hour work, there should be a smaller mouse.
Tell you what, though, the only problems I found is that to fit on a gauntlet, it's smaller than even the standard hand crossbow. You'd need some magic to make up the sinew for its string. Otherwise, it would just be not quite as good.
Vibration. Bending. And the bow string.
Yes, indeed.
Steel.
You could, sort of. It would take a lot more time, money, and effort than beast sinew, though, I imagine. She'll just like pause and rub the inside of her nose for a moment, thinking.
No, Squeakling. Flexing.
For the brace and support, yes. I wouldn't do it for the whole weapon.
No, I mean for the bow itself. For the tensing of it.
Yes. You'd probably still want a lot of it done as wood.
Yeah, but otherwise very heavy.
Indeed, that and, after firing, the recoil would just break the string every time if it were all just metal. You'd get, one shot. It would be a very good shot, but it would be one, and that's not very crossbow friendly.
Too bad you can't make fibers string out of metal.
No, the theory exists, but we don't have the means. Again, not without cheating and magic. And in that case, it's still cheaper and easier to just, the fibers of muscles and tendons from great beasts.
True.
And yeah, she will happily talk shop with you for a while, but at some point, Jacquard will pop up for your attention with, Kellin's shopping list too. She'll say, I suppose I should get to work.
Need help?
Oh, no, I should be fine. I enjoy doing my work. It's how I make my living. You're welcome to sit here and Well, read all of this, and she'll indicate the table that is now mostly documents. For as long as you'd like.
Well, I'll work as much. Maddie will try to work as fast as possible.
Sure. As I say, though, there is just a set speed of reading, so there's no point throwing a roll. It is like 20 hours worth of reading to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will indicate that there is still a pot with plenty of tea, and there's like just jerky under a counter.
Oh,
Sorry, she's gonna jerk her under a counter.
Jerky.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah.
I
I think they're misunderstanding us, Hedrah.
I know
Seems
what
so.
you're saying. It sure didn't sound like what you said.
Of course. But yeah, she will indicate there is tea and food, and you're welcome to take advantage of that for as long as you would like, and she'll go back downstairs to do work. Kellin, you receive head pats. She does, like, lift you bodily so that she can look at your freaky eyes. Well, I'll be. They really are jewels. They see like
Yes.
normal eyes.
Yep.
Huh. Can you see further or closer, or is it just the same?
The same, but if I remember correctly, I'm blinded.
You can't be blinded. Oh, that's very convenient.
Yes.
I wonder. You can see that she's got a fucking experiment brain on after spending some time in Maddie's company. She leaves and comes back with a spyglass to see if you can see further or less far in it. And yeah, the picture seems to, like, looking through a spyglass, Kellin, you've used a spyglass before, you're a cartographer. The
Yeah.
definition looks wrong.
Oh.
Interesting. You might need customized lenses if you want to see through, extreme distances. I figured as much.
Oh.
It's because your eyes are a different shape now.
Oh dear.
It's not a problem. I'm sure you could get better magnification. Just standard ones aren't really going to do much for you.
Makes spyglasses even more costly than they already are.
Yep. Unfortunately, she has just informed you that you could see even further through a spyglass, but it would have to be tailor-made for you.
Just mouse head peeks down from above. What?
It's fine. Go back to reading.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
waves you off again. She's very excitable, that one. Anyway, yes, I'd be happy to make this armor for you. I've got another
I'm
commission from one of your companions that's interesting looking.
I just gotta tally up my monster parts here.
Oh, excellent. And yeah, please make notes.
I'm looking at 400, but I'm trying to remember what I listed. Whoops.
You wrote it somewhere. Just scroll up. Type all, like, for whatever monster parts.
No,
stuff
I
you're
mean
using.
the things I'm selling.
Oh, okay.
I believe we decided to sell all the stuff at the end and then just keep a running tally of how much we're spending.
Yeah, how much we're spending. Take the cash out afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure that there's no overlap or any parts are wasted. And also say that can be done just in typing.
Speaking of which, you said you were spending 1,000 on this armor?
Yes, 400 from Great Beast parts and then 600 from my own.
Okay, so
So
we're up
400.
to 1,800.
Yeah, So who's that other interesting one? Because I know I didn't put my order in this town.
I just bought
Pardon,
things.
sorry?
Oh, the bot thing.
There.
I must have missed the beginning of what you said. Sorry.
I was saying, like, who's the other interesting thing you got? Since you said, like, you said a companion.
Oh, I was timey-wimeying. I thought you'd already stepped in and said, I want,
No.
on the
I'm not doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing that till winter.
Oh, hey, look, there's winter.
Yeah, like that's gonna be in.
Hello.
That's gonna be like in Maker's Rest.
Oh, okay, never mind then. She probably has gotten some interesting things, and she will be talking about one of Viv's new outfits.
No, clearly it's Jacquard resizing chainmail to fit carry.
You know what? That is almost certainly it.
I assume we're gonna spend the night here. Are we leaving in the morning?
Thought we were leaving at dusk.
It's not far from here.
Let's pop you on the map.
Yeah,
It's
we can
okay.
camp at the Druid Grove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the druids.
or-
The druids will be happy to have you,
or
as
we
long as
could,
you're like happy to cook your own food and bring booze.
Yeah, or we could stay in like the ruins as well. I imagine it still has a few decent beds. Elven ruins typically do.
Yeah. I mean, it was a nice place. Let's see if
It was a nice
I
place,
did-
and then Elloe can shag the elf ghost again.
Yeah.
spooky. I need to find out where.
Hmm.
What's its page name?
I would prefer as a totem warrior. I would prefer we spend the night with the druids and not anywhere. We'll be protected.
It's not that one. That one's the succubus dungeon. That was pretty cool though.
Give you the suck.
They were great. I loved that dungeon. And the
It
fact
was-
that
it was a lot of fun.
you unleashed the boss early and she just went around kicking people in the dick.
Yeah.
That's fine. Everything's fine.
Let's see here. It was Mistress Relessa and the Barrow. Temple, the ruins.
But yeah.
Yep, that's the one I can
There.
see. Sprout is there. And yeah, there were rooms in there, but it wasn't quite... I mean, it was like a bedroom, you know?
Just one bedroom.
Yeah.
There was
I
a
can.
main foyer.
Got it.
Hi, Bastion.
Yeah, I know. Old times, right?
Hey man, I remember that.
So you had
Ugh.
I remember.
the big old foyer, and then there is like...
There's our forge.
Could we
Yeah.
just turn down
And then there was
lighting
this.
off to
This was
see?
the bedroom.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
don't turn dynamic lighting off. They'll fuck up.
No,
Roll 20.
no, I'm not turning off the dynamic lighting.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
Mostly because I
Hey.
also left lots of useful things in the margins.
Okay.
Hey, I remember this room.
Yeah, you banged in here.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
We're not actually in here, but you remember it pretty well.
Right, I forgot something. Because it wasn't on the screen there, Ragnarok is shown off for the blacksmith as well, so
Sure, yeah. In that one, Ragnarok is more a creation of Arcany. She definitely thinks that the metallurgy that's gone into it is impressive, but at the same time, she's like, mechanics aren't my jam. Although if you go to the place a couple of buildings over, they'd be super delighted to see it.
which
Uh,
building?
The top left corner one, that's got like the local arcanists and alchemy in it.
Where the local
Oh,
fox
cool.
does an woo.
Yeah, where she's currently a woo-wooing.
Yeah, she
It's more
does
like
her.
barking.
Yeah, her
Bark.
meow barks.
Burk.
Squeak.
Yep, they're having a nice time. And yeah, everyone gets their drink on. I don't know, actually. Are you guys even going to be in condition to travel before nightfall?
I mean, some of us don't
Fine.
drink.
It's literally hot. It's
I
hot
guess it's
skip and
actually,
a jump over.
yeah, it's only Elloe that got completely fucking smashed.
And that's Tuesday.
That's normal. Yeah.
No one doesn't drink to get
Can
drunk.
I-
He drinks gin.
Can I use that as my like lasting influence persuade roll on the Grand Knight and Yalkara?
You know what? Yeah, sure. After a bunch of drinking and you have a lovely chat, and she tells you about some cool things that are like going on, which then turns into, because you're all drinking, conversations about different foods that are delicious. Do you tell them anything about Hornwatch?
Yeah, totally. I will tell them that I have a castle full of foxos near Wenelk, and yeah, they're totally welcome to come visit anytime if they're ever in the neighborhood, because it's fucking super sweet.
They look at you with absolutely what begins as disbelief and turns into a shocked reality that, for fuck's sake, what is with adventurers? And yeah, no, they would love to accept your invitation. They had heard that there was a fox-looking woman going around that was some strange weird that hadn't been seen.
Yeah, it's my seneschal, Gaide.
Seneschal, goodness, you really do grow up fast in the Bulgar family.
Yeah, I'm not even a year old, now I have a castle. It's great.
Yeah, and yeah, with your boof, yeah, you leave a definably lasting good impression. And hey, Elloe, give me that persuade. You can have advantage.
Ah, 23.
Yeah, you know what? That's fine. Sprout's gonna go and see how the others are doing. She shares one of her last joints with you, and then yeah, things get real tentacly. For some reason, there's just like only one other person, and she's very busy looking at things that aren't in your direction.
Oh, I
Give me a
remember
Constitution
something.
save.
Sure.
All right, you are not going to be waddling back.
When we're ready, just
I-
collect me and I'll summon the elk and we can leave.
I remember something
Shoot.
about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's that I have 8 pounds of the dankest weed and
Oh,
5 servants of Journey Pider.
Yeah, I mean, you got that last time you were at the
Yeah.
Grove. Yeah, no, in all that time, Sprout bought like basically twice as much as you, and she has smoked basically all of it.
Oh, if you thought she would probably must smell like, wait, I smell more weed. Sniff, sniff, sniff.
It just follows the smell of Kush. It's no, I mean, trying to smell anything off of Maddie
She's a
is
Kush
impossible.
hound.
Yeah, she's a Kush hound. No, well, I mean, you smell like a machine oil, metal, fire, and like ash all the time. So it's probably quite hard to pick up even the dankest of herb. It would be like trying to
That
find
is
a
true.
a brick of weed, but in the middle of an active steel refinery. Jeanette smelled a
Don't
poison
underestimate the weed
engine.
head.
Yeah.
So, do we have anything left to do in town, or should we move on to the grove and actually progressing plot a little bit?
Yeah, old girl time.
Cool.
Checking upon
I'm,
all
I'm
else.
ready
Little
to
something
say
fun
my
to
goodbyes to the noble couple here and get on with it.
Yeah. Yeah, Yalchara will give you a hug and invite you up to Northwatch. She promises they'll put on a feast.
Yes. Hugs. Does she give good hugs?
Yeah, no, she gives bear hugs.
Yes.
She is bigger than you. She's roughly, well, no, actually, she's not as booby as you. That's unfair.
Nobody's
close
as
to.
booby as Carrie.
Yeah, exactly. No, she is not as booby as you, but she is bigger than you. And when she hug you, it's pretty great. You still end up with a face full of tid, which is probably a rarity for you.
Yes. Best day ever.
And yeah, and you get more gigantic hand head pats from Varia.
And Kellin probably spends a lot of time
On the
talking about his
ceiling.
eye. Also on the ceiling.
Yeah. You're just chilling on the ceiling. They hit you up into club. I don't know, if you go into the inner tour, you can hang out with Vara and Chara. They find small, mousy individuals adorable, and you will get head rubs.
Yes.
Giant.
I have a
His
question
giant
for
ears were
you.
made
Yeah,
for
his
me.
giant ears get rubbed. Pardon, sorry, Hedrah?
I have a question for the DM.
Shoot.
Would you be able to use the polishing parts of a jeweler's kit to fix his eyes?
What, to do Kellen's eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like the reality is by magic he can't be blinded, but like his eyes can still like get grimy and dirty like any jewelry craft. So you could totally go in and polish him to a mirror shine. It wouldn't really do anything, but it would look nice.
Okay, no, I
Special
figured, like,
occasions.
the whole. No, I meant the whole, like, light bending there, because an unpolished gem breaks light.
Oh no,
typically.
yeah, it's not the polish, it is literally the size. Like beforehand, of course, you know, you have that one part of the eye that light goes into, and now he has one gigantic emerald for an eye, you know?
Jade.
Oh,
It's
yeah, but
just
that's what I mean,
differently shaped.
Can I just reshape it a little bit then?
I'd rather you
If he were willing to let you go at his eyeball with a jeweler's kit, yes.
Which I'm gonna say no.
I don't know that anyone really is totally cool with seeing every detail of the needles scratching their eyes.
Well,
I
you haven't
mean-
seen about Lassic then.
Yeah.
My eyes are hurting just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. Technically, yes, you could, but it would involve performing a long, like an hour of jeweler's kit work on someone's eyeballs.
At least it wouldn't hurt.
That would be so.
It wouldn't, but it would
Fucking-
hurt emotionally. It sure would hurt your soul.
Yeah, that would definitely leave some mental scarring.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go past that, shall we?
Well, let's dwell on this more. It's gonna be great.
No, I
No.
don't need to think about that anymore. Okay.
I suppose on the way out, I should probably just say hi to.
Yeah, she'd probably
Yeah,
like
you
it.
should.
Can't take long. We're
Oh,
we're
you
busy.
wait till you're about to leave before you go up to see her. I see how it is.
I mean,
I mean,
even
you
after,
could go with Thina or Athena at any time.
mean,
You are have to.
after she even got you these nice black tea leaves as well.
Yeah, they smell delicious, and they are your favorite because it produces tea that is the richest, blackest night and will keep you awake for all of your exams.
Grumble.
She knows you love it.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to see her. You don't
No.
get to go in town that often.
No.
Do you want some company?
No.
Oh.
No, I can do this myself.
Don't think about it too fast, Siri.
Wow, that's
Viv is-
quite the ad, Audible.
Viv is kinda... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Much?
Eccentric? Much?
Intense.
Intense. Intense is a good word.
You guys just get ready to go, pack up everything when you get ready to go. I'll just
Yeah,
back
sure.
soon.
Yeah.
We'll zoom through it quickly. So you see Viv again. She congratulates you on having a super cute fiance.
Oh, god damn it.
Fiance.
She will bard backtrack with a persuade test or deception, which she's also incredible at. You heard nothing. I don't know. Actually, try a wisdom save. You got to be a 19. No, okay.
Wait,
Everything's
that was
cool.
a check. I'm sorry. That was a check. I'm sorry.
How good's your save?
7.
Okay, it's still okay. You do not twig.
I only rolled a 2.
It's obvious that she just made like a random assumption. And then you're pulled into all the hugs. And you're given head rubs, and she makes sure that your horns are okay. She even says she'll, touch the corners if you want, so nice and pointy.
Alright.
It's cool. Everything is fine, Athia.
And don't worry about it.
She a bard. Handled it. Bard sorcerer. Charisma for days. And yeah,
Bard sorcerer, a borcerer.
yes, she is an aborterer. That is actually what her ritual is called.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, that's sad now.
Viv would-
Yeah, please.
Also known as Yeetus Fetus.
Yeetus, fetus, deletus.
Man, my headset DC'd for a minute.
Yeah, you heard only nightmare, so it's fine.
Yeah. Wish I could not have
yeah.
heard that, but okay.
Madilyn, would you like to make a test to see how quickly you can escape? Because she is definitely going to pamper you. She's going to make sure that your horns are all done up. She does hair brushes. She does your makeup for you.
The poor goth.
Sure, what kind of test?
1d30 plus 30.
That's a bizarre one.
I mean,
Minutes.
it's 30 minutes minimum, and then up to an hour.
At least you didn't have to roll a 1d6 minus
Yeah,
three.
minus 3 for suitors. All right, no, yeah, so it's like 3/4 of an hour. No big deal. But in that time, she makes sure that you are properly pampered. Like, there, you are just going to knock that wolf dead.
Yeah, well, she's a push.
Does Viv notice the new shiny glove?
Huh? I mean, she's always had gloves on.
I always wear these.
No, you know what I mean. What's under there?
I mean, she's got
Viv's
full
not a
pamper. Yeah,
cleric.
you know what? She offers to do your nails.
Your mom wants to give you a mani-pedi.
Yeah. do you accept?
I had to think about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she'd be one of the people who'd probably be happy to know why.
Yeah. There. Okay. But you have to make sure not to tell anyone.
Please, I'm an expert at keeping secrets.
I wouldn't. That is good. I'll take off my gloves.
She will gasp and she will fret, and then sees when you do magic, it makes pretty petals fall and go, oh, that is pretty cool. But still. Oh yeah, and she also notices your fucking, like, black flower scarf that just seems to always be on you. Huh. You do get up to a lot of adventure things. I miss those days sometimes.
It does seem like it.
And yeah, your remaining nails will be done to perfection and neatly painted. So they are the same black to match your new fingers.
Don't mention the fingers to anybody. Some
Of
people
course.
they'll make a big deal of it, but it's not.
Yes, I suspect that wolf of yours will. Well, at least until you give her the old with one of them.
Yeah. She'll find out eventually, but I don't want
I
her
recommend
to
she
worry
finds
too
out
much.
with them inside her. That's, the easiest way to a woman's heart. Yeah, she'll do the full mani-pay. She does up your makeup perfectly and immaculately. Your horns are maintained, and that hasn't happened in ages and ages and ages. You always forget about maintaining your horns.
Hmm.
And yeah, when you guys all regather again, Madilyn's looking fucking bombshell.
Hamina.
And Athia immediately starts humping her leg.
Yeah.
Down.
Wow,
Like
you look
there is
great.
definitely an aesthetic that Viv knows how to pull off, and sexual dominatrix is pretty much in there in that wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I
Instant 10.
I just went to have a talk with my mother and catch up a bit. She did my hair and nails and horns.
Yeah, they are. Wow, they are. Wow. Should
She
do the
does
horns
good
more often.
work.
Yeah. And later on, Madilyn, at some point while you are camping for the night, you will find in your inventory is a pot of black makeup, lip makeup. And there is a little warning label on the inside that says, may cause tingling. There is probably only one place that lipstick is meant to go.
Oh,
Well, just be thankful it wasn't made out of the stuff that Jeanette's family put on her. The reason why she still had the hill makeup on is because it stains your skin and looks all splotchy. So if you don't paint over it, it looks really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. In this case, it appears to be that she has left Funtime lipstick in there.
Yeah.
Speaking of fun time stuff, if we are camping for the night, I think it's time to break out that potion.
Oh goodness.
Oh dear
Okay.
God.
So we'll start skipping ahead in time. You guys make your journey up to the grove. Sprout is as good a company as ever. She probably sits on Ceridwen's head because Ceridwen is tallest and is sat on a bear.
Hello, little
It seems
tiny
to suit
friend.
Seems to suit her just fine. She's perched on your head and shoulders and like rubbing your ear tips and using them for balance.
Well, I'm surprised she's not just like sitting on the chest. That would be like a much more squishy and comfortable seat.
She might disappear though and get squished.
That's a good point.
She wants to be tall, not crashed.
Good point.
I mean, Carrie wants to be both, so I mean, it's not
Nice.
not exclusive.
Hi there, I'm Sprout.
I'm Carrie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Awkward little like vertical handshake.
She takes a finger, gives it a shake.
Sprout.
Hi, Mousy. How are
Hey,
you?
Sprout.
Yeah.
Vixen pulls out a pound of dank weed.
Did you know you're my favorite?
have some if you want?
Absolutely.
I'm
Yes.
surprised you still have some.
Okay.
Yeah. With her little fingers, she rolls
it.
up an expert joint. Nice. Perfect. And then, yeah, now she's a little chimney on Ceridwen's head.
Ooh, that's potent.
Oh, I'll breathe up.
Thank you.
And yeah, you are then escorted to the Grove. And I think this is that one. It fucking is. Awesome. Let me drag you over here and then get Carrie, because she originally wasn't.
Yeah.
Boop. Yeah, Elloe, you approach the snoring tree.
Yes, because it is nighttime and it is time to sleep.
I mean, she is always, literally always sleeping until...
No, I remember. I remember.
Yep. But she is a pretty snoring tree. Yeah. You all meet Gandalf, and he's a good man. From him you can buy dank herb. And journey powder. You won't have to move to still go places.
I'll
I still
buy
have
everything
some
you got.
left.
Why, LB, I didn't imagine you the first time I met you. I could have sworn
Well,
I had.
Oh, met first time. So pulls down the modulated rebreather. Oh. Sorry. But yes, it's cool stuff. And how much of that weed do you have?
Yeah, he can help top you up. It's like literally 2 silver a pound.
How much does he have?
I don't know how many charges he's got. He still has 14 pounds left.
I'll take it all.
Alright. He starts just pulling bricks out of his sleeves.
Yep, just throw it in here. Just toss it in here.
Yep, goes out of one sleeve of holding and into a bag of holding.
Yep. Toss it in there. And how much for the journey powder? All of it.
Oh, dangerous. Alright. It is 2 silver a pouch.
How many pouches? So
He's got like 3. That
Yeah,
takes longer
yeah.
to make.
no worries. So that's 2, 6. And then 14, 20.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I like this guy. That would be
I
like
like
2
you
silver
too, Mouse,
each.
who turned out to be not an imagination.
Yeah, I give him 6 gold for it.
Fuck. Alright. He appears to swallow the gold coins.
Okay.
And then when he opens his hand, the gold coins are in his hand.
Ooh. Actually, surprised.
It's just
That is
literal,
cool.
so he doesn't even do magic. That was just sleight of hand. And then he will
but,
pocket the
I was-
coins.
Yeah, I was like, Maddie wasn't fucking prepared for that. Like, ooh, that was cool.
Ah, thanks.
Like, she's seen destructive stuff. Like, she's seen like fire and healing, and that's about all she's been seeing from people around her. And smites. That's all she's seen. She hasn't seen like teleportation or transformation, shit like that.
Yeah, fair enough. Now I know plenty of old fun tricks. I learned how to fake being a wizard before I became a wizard. And in fact, I still might not be one.
God, I love this guy.
Well, you're a great wizard to me.
Oh, thank you. You get a pat on the head, and then he will sit and get baked with you. As the dusk turns to a full night, Athia and Madilyn will retreat to the bedroom. And Athia, you're going to take that potion, are you?
I assume it's the one that I can take, like, right? Or does it need to be taken by Madilyn or her?
No, I mean, it depends. Who wants to take it? None
I
of
don't
you
know what
actually
this
tried to
potion
do any
is.
kind of identification.
Well,
you just recognize the label as having a slutty symbol on it.
Oh, I thought you said I
Nobody
recognized
asked.
it. Okay.
Nobody asked the mouse like, "Hey."
No, it's too late now.
Yeah,
You
No,
suck.
you
That
saw it.
do
You're
potion.
like,
it.
I know that logo. Yoink.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So
Do it.
I'll sure
Well,
put
so
this
fuck.
So what kind of potion is this?
It's a bedroom fun time potion. I don't know the exact effects, but I recognize the kind of labeling on it.
You don't know what it does.
Not exactly.
I suppose it will have to be a mystery.
Yeah. And if it's bad, you can punish me for it.
You will be punished a great
Oh, I'm
deal.
not drinking it.
She's hoping.
Yeah. And well, go
All
down the
right.
hatch.
Roll me 1d4.
All right. This is
All
good.
right. Roll me 2d4.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Your cup size goes up by 1, and you are in heat.
So
All
about those
right.
grandbabies.
So double Fs or big double Fs? What are you looking at?
Where am I at right now? Let me take a look.
Fs.
I'm at double E right now. Big double
Oh.
E.
So F.
F you.
Welcome. You now have fuck yes.
Oh dear.
And you're in heat.
Madilyn, you see it in time as Athia drinks it that there is a straining, and then her bra pings off, and when she looks at you, it is with lust-broken, fuck-needy eyes.
Oh my.
Somehow her pupil.
She's been a bad, bad girl and must be punished.
I suppose I'm going to have to get out the rope.
Yes, good.
Breed your bitch.
And I believe, my dears, at this point, we will call it to a close.
I don't have a
Not yet, you don't.
I haven't had time to make that spell.
Soon.
Yeah. Next session, we will open with the questioning of the elf bard, but I'm sleepy and also need to get started on doing some work so that I can get paid.
Man, I thought
Okay.
that's where we'd be starting this session.
I know, right?
I was hoping
But
you could do it quicker.
I knew as it was happening that it was going to be shopping and faff.
Yep.
This is the fucking second time Amxal's been like, no, it doesn't take that
Yeah.
long. You guys never remember how long this shit takes.
I-
That's why I didn't want to go back.
I
I
tried.
didn't want to do anything. I just want.
I tried to make it go quickly. Okay, I tried. It's not my fault.
I tried.
Alright,
All
anyway,
right,
let's do
brave.
XP so we can go start doing nerd maths over how to break up all this money.
Yep. Okay, so explore a new or interesting location.
No.
No.
New or interesting truth about the world.
Let's see, I learned that stuff about Ash.
Ashton,
That's
Yeah,
true.
sure, totally. New ally or a lasting enemy.
Grand Knight Varya and Yolkara?
Yeah, I mean, you had a skill test that you even threw at them and fucking nailed it, and have made formal introductions for them to visit you at Hornwatch, and similarly got invited to a feast. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have an immediately good opinion of you.
Yeah.
Advance or complete the quests. I don't really think any of you are actively doing so.
No.
Oh.
And
I have a
not-
personal quest.
Oh, actually, yeah. You know what? Actually, yeah. You have you've lost fingers in the cause for it.
Yeah,
I-
that's true.
Yes.
I still don't think that's a fair trade, losing fingers for like a vial of blood.
That's
Oh,
fine.
you don't know what I'm
No,
making.
it's for a really, really awesome thing.
I hope you
It
know.
is. It is absolutely worth a couple fingers.
I hope you know. If I ever find out like about the fingers missing, it's gonna be. I'm gonna hunt down the regeneration beast and get those back.
I would not besmirch the gravity of this sacrifice.
They're lovely fingers. They're so pretty. And yeah, no direct threat was neutralized, but it looks like you came out of this with 3 experience.
125.
125.
We're 10 away from my favorite level, and I just never want to leave that.
Oh, don't worry. We won't for a very long time.
I have another destination to go to, by the way, on the world map. I want to mark it down. If we
yeah,
have
sure.
time.
Okay.
We're heading south next, but
I have learned the location of another thing,
Another what?
another ingredient.
Kina's magic item or whatever you're making worries me a bit.
No, it's cool.
Well, it's time to just confront her and say we're not going to go until you tell us what you're making.
I mean, if I find about the fingers being lost in game for this, I will.
I'll be a fun
where are we going, Kina? Southward? Eastward?
It is to the coastline to the northwest, northeast.
Okay. Oh, that's
So,
northeast.
could we do something like this, maybe? Like, yeah. And start heading back down south towards home?
Wait. No, don't make any plans. We don't know where the ruins might be.
Well,
It
yeah,
might
I
be in
know,
the
but
opposite.
I'm saying, like, could we pop off on both of these places and then, like, on our way back?
Sure. At the same time, hey, Maddie, it's actually pretty convenient for you guys to get stuff from, like, the Ashen Holds area now. For you see, there is this thing what does a teleport that the Queen has that drops her off in a volcano. And if you ask really nicely, one of her agents will run those legs for you, so you don't have to worry about it. I remember seeing that talk before, and I was like, it's really not a problem anymore. You've actually done the legwork to shorten any acquisitions from that area.
That is true. We can just go there at any time from Hornwatch or Infernus.
Yep. There's also a teleportation circle at Overland Keep as well. So, like,
Yeah.
literally,
That
any
one
of
sits
these
under
main...
a rock all day, though, so you can't go there without asking first.
True, but if a delivery needs to be made, it can be received from Overland Keep. It's as simple as send a runner to, like, Ireland or Infernus or Telngarden. They can make an order, and then Queen Astrid can shove a crate through a circle, and it will appear in one of her other ones near you. You did, in fact, go to incredible lengths to get that place. There are other benefits besides it simply existing.
You mean we can use the thing we acquired?
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's very all good, but I need to smelt the ore too, you know?
Yeah, but you can just get the ore and then smelt it somewhere else, where it's easier to do rather than just carry it around with you.
And honestly, as I've said before, it's way easier to acquire ingots than ore, and most of the time when you just get ore, you'll get, like, beyond garbage.
No, the last time I bought all that good ore, I got a metric ton of good shit.
You rolled very lucky, and you used up their entire reserve of all of the old ore they hadn't gotten to. It's going to take them a year to, like, at least mine up that much again.
Oh, well.
Yeah, no, there's only so much that they can do at once, and time has to pass.
Yeah, like I said, it's Hedrah luck there.
That's true. As I said, like, it was not only highly rolled, but it was also all of their quote-unquote junk or reserve. They don't have a reserve anymore because you bought it.
Anyway.
Remember it filled the warehouse? Anyway, but yes, let's just call it that. So I hope, my lovely dears, that you've enjoyed playing.
Yes, always.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have no idea how you continue to do so.
Audience, we'll see you maybe for MERS, maybe not. I don't know. I'll post when I know if we're having a game tonight.
I believe you guys have a one-shot, don't you?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
Maybe. But until then, adios, fuckers. We'll see you later.